By the way, this hour, Bigfoot Jr. will be here. Not Bigfoot. Bigfoot Jr. is brother, I guess. How you doing, Bigfoot Jr.?
I'm doing good, Liz. Hey, I just wanted to say, Howard, I was thinking someday that I'd like to have children of my own, it is, because I'm getting sick and tired of having to kidnap and eat other people's.
Well, good to see you. You're as funny as your brother. That's Bigfoot Jr.
Well, Vermont, I wanted to say, too, that fucking state's been up my ass again. If he keeps this shit up, I'm going to rape his sister in New Hampshire.
Well, Bigfoot is upset with Vermont, Robin. I don't know if you know about that.
Is that right? Yeah. Well, I know he always has trouble with his state, but he's going to rape the sister?
He's going to rape New Hampshire. Well, we don't approve of that, Bigfoot Jr. All right. So where was I? Bigfoot Jr. will be hanging out with us if you need to speak to him, Robin.
Yeah.
Right? You'll be with us for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm right here. It is. Hey, and will someone tell me what's so good about phone sex it is? My balls, they keep on getting caught in the cord it is.
Well, I'm not even going to explain that. I'm not going to explain phone sex to you, Bigfoot Jr.
Well, would you explain this to me? The other day I went to a restaurant for an early bird special. What a fucking ripoff. I couldn't find no fucking birds anywhere.
You're a lot of fun. You're a good man. You're a good man. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, what else do I have to tell you? Oh, yes. I just think this is funny because there's a very clear line of who Richie Wilson likes now and who he doesn't.
Is that right?
And I always think a wedding brings out the best in people because there's three people. Like Scott the engineer is invited. Richard and Sal are invited. JD was invited. I was invited. You were invited. I assume Fred, were you invited? Oh, is he gone? Where is Fred when you need him?
Fred's not here?
Where is he, Bigfoot Jr.?
I don't know about that guy, but I got a question for you, Howard. Would you rather fuck or eat a squirrel? Because it's a tie for me.
Yeah. Fred, were you invited to Richie Wilson's little shindig?
I'll tell you, I might be. I got like a save the date notice, but I don't think I don't have the official.
Well, then
thing.
You were, yeah.
Fred is so odd.
Why is that odd?
They don't send you a save the date if you're not invited.
Save the date and don't come.
No, because they will do. No, they will do that.
Like that.
They go save the date and then they send you an official.
Well,
invite.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
But when they send, Victor Jr., you understand him?
Yeah, I understand him perfectly clear. It is.
Yeah.
He speaks my language. This guy.
He's the only guy on the show you do understand, right?
Yeah, because I see Fred. He's always eating his pen caps. It is, and I thought I was the retarded one.
No, when you get a save the date, Fred, that means you were invited.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Okay.
I misunderstood them.
Right. All right. Because, Robin, how many times have you gotten a save the date card and then
not gotten an invitation?
Right.
But it's not the same thing, is it?
Well, no, it's not, but it indicates you're invited.
So you just admitted it's not the same thing.
Well,
but they don't send save the dates to people they're not going to invite.
I can't believe I'm arguing about this. This is why I have limited contact with Fred.
And that's why I prefer it that way.
I like all the email I get. Why don't you talk more to Fred on the air? Well, you talk to him. Right, Bigfoot? Bigfoot Jr., I mean.
Yeah, that's right, Junior. Hey, I got a question. Where's Robin is? I can hear her voice, but I can't see her. Is she a dead ghost it is?
She's a dead ghost, that's right. This is the ghost of Robin.
All I know is if Robin, I can't see you, but if I find you, I'm going to fuck you like a wild mammal it is.
That's why I'm lost.
Well, Robin, you just stay away then. You want to hear from Jon Leiberman with some headlines? But so wait.
Wait a minute. Yeah, who don't we like?
So the following people, I'm assuming Fred's invited because he got to save the date.
Well, according to you, I am.
Right. Well, according to the universe, you are.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I never see anybody get so upset over nothing.
No, Fred, you're confused whether you were invited? You got to save the date.
I'm not confused. I was just telling you. That's your interpretation that I'm confused.
You because you're not invited.
What's that?
They sent you a save the date to torture you because you're not invited. They just want to go like,
is that what they did?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
All right. The three guys that I've determined out of the whole staff who aren't invited, Gary Delabate, Will,
and
Steve Brandano. Like Jason was even invited.
Wow.
It's just Steve Brandano, Gary, and Will.
Isn't that interesting?
I was invited to it, but I was told not to save the date.
Oh, you got to not save the date card.
Yeah, I got on my card. It says, do not save date.
Fred is invited, I assume, if he got to save the date card.
Yeah, they were mailed out about a week or two ago, so
right.
Maybe
Fred doesn't know that.
I didn't get it.
Okay. Well,
no, you got saved the date.
No, I got one like months and months.
Yeah, the actual invites just
ago.
went out.
That just went out.
That's what I was talking about. I did not get that. Jerk off.
I'm not the jerk off, dude.
You're the jerk off.
Who's the jerk off?
You,
Big Fart Jr. Who's the jerk off?
Oh yeah, he's going to say he's going to go against you.
What do you mean who's the jerk off? I just jerked off out in the green room. It is, so I guess it's me.
So why not Gary? Why not? I mean, like, if you're inviting it's almost like you've invited everyone.
We forgot Lisa G. She's off.
And Lisa G is off.
Yeah.
So, like, you sat down with a list of the staff and you decided, like, those 4 people are not coming.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, take them in any particular order you want. I want to hear your thoughts.
We'll start with Lisa G.
Right.
Would you want yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, did you invite Jon Leiberman?
Lieberman, yeah. Lieberman's a fun guy. I love hanging out with him, and I socialize with him. I enjoy being around him, and after seeing him dance at the Christmas party, there's no way I wouldn't have him.
But the way I look at it is, if you're going to invite everyone, because you're basically inviting everyone, to leave those 4 people out is
it
such
makes
a
them
statement.
stick out.
You can't invite everybody. The place holds 150 people.
That's true.
Max.
Right.
So
you have to have a cutoff.
You have to have a cutoff, and I wasn't invited to Will's wedding.
Right. Okay, that's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
That's a good rationale.
I like Steve, but we don't socialize out of the workplace.
But do you socialize with Fred?
No, but Fred and I have a lot of conversations about motorcycles and music,
really?
and we walk.
I'm so sorry.
Like, and I also look at it like
he likes me, Howard, unlike you.
I also look at it with people who I would like to hang out with more.
But why not Gary? Do you guys have a genuine feud?
Not a feud. We're very cordial to each other in the workplace, and we're respectful to each other in work. But
Gary, what are you insulted at all? Seriously?
No. I totally expected not to be invited. I don't think. Listen, if this were 2 years ago, it probably would have been a whole different thing. I would have had it out with Richie, but he doesn't like me. I know that. Which is probably why I don't like him. Although in the last 2 years, I think Richie has changed dramatically, and he's a much nicer guy than he was 2 years ago, and we get along fine. I did not expect to be invited, and I'm not insulted.
First of all, Richie, I think Gary, all jokes aside, is like one of the nicest fucking human beings on the planet.
He is.
How do you not like Gary?
He's taken a few shots at me.
He has?
Yeah, he has, and I don't hang out with him outside of the workplace.
What is it? What kind of shot does he take?
There was one time where you guys were playing the like some giant Super Bowl, the drunks after the game.
Right.
And for no reason, he just walks over to me and goes, "I see that you being that kind of guy." For no, like, it totally
I don't even
unsolicited.
understand, but it sounds like you said something, Gary.
And then
you know what? We had a weird incident at your wedding. I think that for me is where it started. That was when I realized he didn't like me.
What happened?
I went to go. He had a run-in with Sam Ben Ruby, and so I was standing next to him. I went to talk to him, and he gave me like the big palm, the hand, like get the fuck out of my face. I think he was like on the phone or something, which I didn't recognize, but it was really odd and really rude. And I was like, well, I remember leaving that night going, sort of fuck him, especially in light of what happened with him and Sam, because what happened with him and Sam was Sam wanted to talk to him at your wedding, and Richie wouldn't respond, wouldn't acknowledge him.
Wow.
So Sam said, "Hey man, you're not going to talk to me?" And he goes, "I don't talk to you at work. Why would I talk to you here?" And he walked away.
No.
So you seem like one of the nicest guys too.
Here's the thing: Gary's taken shots at me way before that.
What's with Sam and the attitude? Sam's like one of the nicest guys too.
I've been here 15 years. I've never had an interaction with Sam.
Yeah, but he was trying to socialize.
And then one day I'm in the hall, and he just walked by and passed some obnoxious remark.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so I was like, fuck
say?
you. I was doing some work, and I don't remember the exact remark, but he passed a snide remark, and the one time you speak to me in 15 years is some obnoxious remark, so fuck you.
That's different. I didn't know that.
That's my attitude.
But at Howard's wedding, you can't just be cordially say yes or no and walk away? You were like making a scene, sort of.
Gary, did you see it, or did you hear that?
He told me what happened.
Okay, so you didn't see it, so I wasn't making a scene. If I was making a scene, more people would have seen it, right?
It's true. That's why it's called a scene.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't remember taking shots at Richie, and I never really had anything against it, but I felt that he didn't like me, and I was sort of like, well, fuck him then.
But you weren't invited to Jason's wedding, so how come you're inviting him?
Rachel's very fond of Jason. They email a lot. They they converse a lot.
Rachel,
so yeah, and John Hine, because Rachel and John Hine have a past history working together.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
It is a method to the madness.
It's so great. I love it. Like, there's like things that go on here, Robin, we have no idea.
I know. The things out in the hall that happen between people, we don't have a clue.
Clue me in, because I'm interested, because I respect you. You think Gary's lazy, right? Everyone says that.
No, I don't think he's lazy.
I've heard you criticize him behind his back.
I'll say this, because I'm not going to shy away from anything. I think in the past few years, and I'll probably be the only one to vocally say it here out loud. I think he's gotten arrogant in the past few years.
Oh.
I think he's developed a little bit of an ego in the past few years.
That's interesting. I need to hear this feedback, because he works for me. So I don't see that.
I mean, like, there was an incident once where I know he told the camera guy to turn it off so he could talk shit.
Right.
Like there was going to be a segment here once when a guy wanted to come in and perform some sort of fat injection surgery.
Yeah.
And it was on the schedule for a while, and I brought it up like, that's an open surgery in the middle of a studio. We can't have it.
Right.
And then he bitched like, who the fuck is Richie Wilson to do my job?
Right.
I don't think that happened that way at all. But the other thing is, I think that sometimes when I got here, Howard, you told me to take more charge.
Right.
And I think some people see that as arrogance. When you have to be in charge, you have to tell people they can and can't do things. And when you used to be a different person, some people get a chip on their shoulder about it.
Well, it's not a chip on the shoulder. It's not, when you say turn the camera off so you can pass a comment saying, who the fuck is he? Then I got
have no
an
idea
issue.
what you're talking about. I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. But I would say that if anybody would be the definition of a chip on their shoulder, it would be you, although I don't think that's true of you anymore. But I think there was a period of time where you had an enormous chip on your shoulder.
I mean, I always have
I think, again, I wouldn't be the only one to say that, too. But, again, I talked to Howard about this at dinner the other night. I don't think I've changed. I think you've changed.
Now, you know what's interesting? Last week during the Tabitha segment, you made a remark, Howard, saying, I wonder why nobody likes Richie.
Right.
And I went in the back and I said, I guarantee that came from Gary because they had dinner the night before and he talked shit.
No, he didn't. No, but I know that a couple of people said to me they don't like Richie Wilson. That he's a tough guy. And
I don't care. I don't care if they do or they don't. Like
Wasn't
when
Gary though?
Is that true?
Like when Gary said,
listen, people report to me.
Like when Gary said before,
really?
Yeah,
Richie doesn't like me, so I don't like him. To me, that's immature and childish. If someone doesn't like me, I'll still like them because I don't care.
Yeah, but then you said you won't invite Will to your wedding because Will didn't invite you.
And
Jason didn't invite you to his wedding, but you invited Jason. So did
you hear 5 minutes ago when I said Rachel's very fond of Jason and has a rapport with him, so that's why she invited him?
But again, I understand. Jason and Will have always sort of, you're really going out of your way to single out people that you don't like.
Okay, so did you like Tom Chiasano?
I did.
Did you invite him to your wedding?
Did not.
Okay.
There you go. What does that mean?
I don't know.
That means there were a lot of people.
I thought he said he did like him. I'm sorry. I thought he said he did.
There were many people I liked that I did not invite to my wedding. I think that it's very clear that people you didn't.
So are you not inviting Gary as revenge for Tom?
No. I mean, I like Will. I like Will a lot.
Right. Anybody else? Will, are you insulted? Now's your time to speak up.
I mean, Will said it once. Will said it with his wedding list. There's an A team and a B team. You can't invite everybody.
You only left off 4 people.
Right. I mean,
right. You know what I mean? Like, he left off 4 people you selected. It's interesting.
I wasn't, offended until I heard the rest of the list, and I was like, geez.
You're on that list.
I thought...
Even Scott the engineer is invited.
I've hung out with Scott outside of work.
I understand that, but no one invites Scott the engineer to anything.
You're supposed to forget Scott.
Yeah, you're supposed to forget to invite him.
It's just weird. I think he has a little bit...
Tabitha Stevens was invited.
I think Richie has a little bit of beef with me, but he won't admit it. There was a long period there where he was just really kind of cold to me, and I said to him straight up, I said, did I do something to offend you? And he said no. So what am I going to do? I take him at his word.
When he said that to me, I said maybe I have been kind of cold as standoffish, and we've been cool since then.
Yeah, we've been good.
I reflected, and I said, okay, maybe
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I do.
There was an incident once with Gary where he even did something fucked up to Rachel.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What did he do?
She was in the green room getting her hair done for the bonus show. And he walks in, and this was seen by a few people. He goes, I need that chair you're sitting on. I need that chair you're sitting on. And okay, take the chair. It was so he can get a haircut by Tony in the other room.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
That was just...
That's not right.
That was a shit move.
That's a shit move. Gary, did you do that?
Possibly. I remember, but it's totally possible. Howard, there's a million places to sit now. And we needed a chair that moves, and that was the one.
No, you needed a chair.
Yeah, not we.
Well, me and John. But it's not that big a deal. There's a whole sofa in there. And
well, you could say, hey, Ray.
She was getting her hair and makeup done. You can't get it on a sofa.
It went something more like this.
Doesn't matter. Gary needed a haircut.
It probably went something more like this. Do you mind if we borrow that chair? But Richie probably...
No. There were other people here. If they want to come in or if they want to say it happened that way...
All I know is this must be good because Jon Leiberman has his microphone out. He's like, he's ready to report.
He's ready to cover this one.
Bigfoot Jr., you believe this, what goes on here?
No, I can't believe it at all, but I figured I could at least try to sum it up. Gary's professional relationship with Richie is like at a 9, but his personal relationship is like at a 2 it is.
Yeah, right. You know, you're right. You're making sense for one. Good for you. Bigfoot Jr., everybody. Well, anyway, I don't know what's going to happen. Jon Leiberman, do you know anything about this? Or is this news to him, too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, all right. Here's the official news report on Richie's wedding.
All right.
Who knew? Who knew all this
John
was
on
going
top
on?
of this
Like, for the
already?
ones that you say, like, don't like me, then don't be nice to my face. To me, that's bullshit. If I don't like someone, they're going to know it.
It always
If I have to work with you, I'm not going to be a dick to you. I got to work with you. We just worked together yesterday. Should I be, hey, fuckhead, come in here and look at this? Or like, hey, let's go in and look at this together?
Okay, that's fine. We have, like I said earlier, we have a cordial, respectful, working relationship.
Can I ask you a question? Have you not noticed in the last year that I have made an effort to be nicer to you?
No.
Then that's you. That's who you are.
That's who I am.
He hasn't. You don't detect this new nice Gary?
No.
No.
New Bowie.
I actually thought I've gone out of my way to be nicer to Richie, but you know, I guess if you don't kiss his ass, it's not enough.
See, like, he gets all angry. Like it's childish to me. Like, I don't like you, so you don't like me, and you don't kiss me. I never asked you to kiss my ass. Never once.
Well, I didn't kiss your ass. I just said I made an effort to be nicer to you, and I think if somebody makes an effort to be nicer to you, and you rebuff that, that might be considered a little childish.
How have you been nicer?
Yeah, in what ways are you nice?
I've just been really. I think.
How many times have you invited me to your little man cave for a football thing? How many times have you invited me to lunch? How many times? No, answer the question.
I'm going to answer. How many times have I had people to my man cave? Once. I didn't invite.
Really,
Brian,
once?
Once. I didn't invite Brian Phelan. I didn't invite Doug. I didn't invite a ton of people.
Why do you want to go to his house?
No, I'm just saying.
I was there. It's horrible.
I know. I'm just saying.
That's a stupid thing because.
How could you say that?
Sorry, I forgot.
There's only 8 chairs and 4 bar stools, and the bar stools were taken.
But have you ever invited me once to hang out with you socially? Go to lunch, hang out, or anything? Have you ever?
But I don't hang out with any. I don't take JD to lunch. I don't take Tracy to lunch. I don't hang out socially. I don't live in the city. Where are the things that I've done here socially that you've seen me do with others, but not with you?
It's called, hey, let's go grab lunch at work or something. Just if you made a concerted effort to bury the hatchet, it would be nice.
I don't do that with Will and John and Jason, and I work with them every day.
Yeah, I get that, Richie.
He's always with John Hine. He can't be with you.
Yeah, he's between you and John Hine. He wants to be with John Hine.
But I got to tell you, even the time I spent with John Hine,
I get that.
Here.
He's in love with John Hine, man.
Yeah.
Those two should get married. That's a bromance like I've never seen. John, what do you know about this? You're a newsman. You must be on top of this.
Yeah, we're on top of it. We've known about this for some time,
Oh,
Howard.
have you?
Right.
And in fact, we were going to bring it into headline to you today, but you got to it before. Look, I think Richie is a polarizing figure. I think a lot of people like him, and I think a lot of people dislike him.
Are you on top of who likes him and who doesn't?
I have a pretty good idea.
Who doesn't like him?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like you? Well, I think we just heard. I mean, I think Gary clearly, has a little disdain. I think the radio side more dislikes you, and the TV side likes you. And I think it's because
Who knew
maybe
Richie was so involved.
Yeah, a polarizing
Richie
figure
is.
even.
Yeah, I think he can be intimidating to some. I think some think you're smug.
I mean, I just don't. I don't take any.
You don't take any shit?
It's either black or white, man. Either.
And you see, Richie has aligned himself with Ronnie, which also then.
Yeah, Ronnie's a good friend of mine.
That makes sense.
That is where the polarizing
fact.
Yes, Robin.
Wow.
This is where the polarizing effect comes in because Richie has so closely aligned himself with Ronnie that anybody who might not like Ronnie automatically associates Richie with the strip club Ronnie scene.
Yeah, because
this is what's going on.
Yeah, Ronnie is a polarizing figure too. Yeah. Oh, Ronnie.
Wait a minute.
Ronnie's behind
Are
this.
you saying a lot of people
don't like Ronnie? Then
You're an idiot.
And by the way, Ronnie,
I'm not doing this again.
Jon Leiberman?
I'm not doing it again, Howard.
You're out of line with him.
Number 3. Did you see what you're wearing?
Yeah, I see number 3. He comes up to me this morning. He says, I'm getting a number 3 emblazoned. He didn't use that word, of course.
Right.
Put on the side of his sport jacket because Dale Earnhardt was known as the Intimidator, and I'm calling Ronnie the Intimidator.
Yeah, so because I'm friends with Richie, nobody likes Richie. You stupid man.
Howard, I don't want to get into this with Ronnie. All I said was...
Then why did you bring it up?
Because I was explaining why Richie is seen as a polarizing figure. Some people really like him, some do not, in part because of his association with you.
Are you saying people don't like Ronnie?
Well, Ronnie's got this new personality. Like, I hear him fighting with Jon Leiberman. You won't even talk to Jon Leiberman.
Fuck Jon Leiberman.
John's helping you.
I don't give a shit about fuck him.
You're out. You are a big
out
shot.
of line.
Yeah, I'm a big shot, right?
You got a little carried away.
Yes, I got carried away.
Ever since you got that TV deal. What happened to that deal?
No, ever since I got my pace car.
Oh, that's the thing. Why won't you talk about your pace car? Who gives a shit?
And Ronnie was seen, Howard. I now have it through 2 sources.
Yeah.
Ronnie was seen tooling around town recently in the pace car.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
So you're denying it?
When?
Are you denying it?
When?
Are you denying it?
When? Tell me when, and I'll tell you if I was out. When, asshole?
Have you, in the past 7 days,
you 3,
been...
Look at you with a 3 on the side of your fucking headphones.
Richie, you hang around with Ronnie? How does that go?
Not anymore.
You're disassociating yourself.
Stupid.
Ronnie, what's the big deal with this pace car? When John asks you about it, why do you make such a big deal about it?
I want to know when he saw me out.
When did you see him
I
out?
just said I did not see you. My sources saw you.
When did your sources see me?
Sources?
Over the past...
Sources, man. When?
I can't even have a conversation with you,
You're
Ronnie.
an idiot, that's why.
I will not resort back to the personal attacks. This is an old shtick.
Right. Yeah,
Here's
shtick.
the thing.
Right.
Howard, I have 2 sources who have seen Ronald out in public over the past 7 days. Have you been out in the car over the past 7 days?
What a moron.
Have you been out in your car?
I might have been.
All right, so there you go.
Thank you.
Why is it such a big deal that you're driving around in your car?
Why is it such a big deal to him?
Because you keep resisting talking about it.
Because it's nobody's business.
The issue is this, Howard.
I saw that car.
You didn't see shit.
Yeah, I seen it
You didn't see
too.
anything.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw Ronnie driving that stupid pace car the other day. It was made by Matchbox. I didn't write this stuff.
The issue is this, Howard. Ronnie is going out to Vegas this weekend for the block party. I was assigned to cover this weekend in Vegas.
I know, and he's saying that he won't.
He won't have you.
He has unilaterally somehow decided that I will not be let in to cover this event.
If you're not going in, I'm putting an end to the block party. What do you think of that? And it only helps the block party because he'll have something to fucking say on stage when he sees you there.
And we'll know what went on.
Right. You are letting him in to the block party. No ands, ifs, or buts.
I might let him in, but
that's damn right.
Somebody might let him out.
He's covering it.
Oh, my God.
Ronnie. He's carried away.
Yeah,
I'm a big shot.
Like the Godfather.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
I will be there covering it. And what I like is, Ronnie, when you say you're in charge of something...
I didn't say I was in charge.
Well, you just said you had the power to get me out of there.
Yeah, but I didn't say I was in charge.
But when there's issues like with Scott the Engineer's pay, you defer and say, oh, I'm not a decision maker.
That has nothing to do with me with the pay.
Are you or are you not a decision maker in terms of the block party?
In your case, yeah.
Okay, see, it's a case by case.
Exactly.
You assert your power when you wish.
Yes.
Well, we were talking about Richie Wilson's wedding, which...
but I don't know how...
I can't wait for Richie's wedding, man.
It should be
it's
a lot of
great,
fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
I already
Ronnie...
prepared a speech, everything.
Oh, really?
No kidding.
I'm in the wedding party, man.
I'm getting a poem.
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're an
Ronnie's
usher?
in the wedding party?
Hell yeah, man.
He's the ring boy.
Richie, will you tell Howard what Ronnie wrote on his RSVP card? You have to hear this, Howard.
Go ahead.
The RSVP card was a postcard,
Right.
so
Yeah.
everybody could see it, and he writes on the back, like, fuck you, dick ass, or I can't wait, you dick ass.
Oh, my God. That's in the regular post.
Because that's what goes on between us,
but his
man.
wife's going to see it.
She
But
calls
it's in
me
the
dick
mail.
ass.
No, the Postal Service
It's
will
in the
see it. It's
mail.
on a postcard.
Oh, my God. The Postal Service will see it. Oh, my God. Oh, John.
Why do you write something like that? You become a whole thing.
Yeah, I became a whole thing, man. A whole thing I became.
Well,
classy.
there is one thing that's clear.
I can't wait for this
talk
wedding.
to Ronnie anymore.
Yeah. No, you can't.
Nah.
shot.
Can't talk to me.
Well,
your sources.
Were they right?
You're an idiot.
Were they
Where
right?
did they see me? Where did they see me? Where did they see me?
Were they right? Were they correct?
You're guessing.
Were
You're guessing. Who are your sources, and where did they see me?
A, I'm never giving up my sources.
Okay, where
B,
did they see
I
me,
have
idiot?
locations and times and places.
Well, let me hear
where
them.
All right,
your car was
Let
seen.
me hear them.
Anyway,
Let me hear them.
I'm done.
Yeah,
with
you're
that.
done because you don't have the information.
There are more important things to talk about.
Bullshit.
What was he doing in the pace car?
Bullshit. What was
did
they
your
doing?
sources
He was
say?
just driving.
Yeah,
just
I was
tooling
just driving, tooling around. Yeah.
in a T-shirt with his tattoos exposed.
What a moron. You are a moron. You are a moron.
Ronnie, your personal attacks are old.
Okay.
Bigfoot Jr. is getting upset.
Would you please give me the times and the dates? And where?
Why?
Why not? You want me to answer?
You know where you were in your car.
No, I don't.
Car.
You were pacing.
Yeah, I was pacing with the pace.
Bigfoot Jr., I apologize. It's upsetting to you. You have limited intelligence, and this has got to sound moronic even to you.
Does anyone have ketchup for my scabies? It is.
He has scabies. That's
Good for him.
Yeah, you have scabies. That's very serious.
Glad he's sitting next to you.
I know. I'm nervous.
There's one on your desk right now, Howard. Can you give it back? It is.
You're getting attached to them?
Yeah, they're my own little friends.
Yeah, well. Anyway, John, you have anything to add about Ronnie or
Richie
Wilson?
and his...
Right.
Yeah, think of something good, John. Go ahead. I see the wheels turning. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what, Ronnie? Get over it.
Just that Ronnie apparently is writing the wedding speech from the toilet. That's where he is composing this.
Is he really going to give a speech?
Yeah.
And is he really in the wedding party?
Yeah, he is.
Wow. You're that close with Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at his house all the time. We're good friends.
If Gary would have you over, maybe he'd get to go to the wedding.
True.
Yeah.
Because when am I polarized like him?
Polarizing.
Yeah, like sunglasses. You're polar.
Right.
You're a weirdo, Lieberman. I swear to God.
Yeah, Tom, you're on the air in Boston.
Isn't Rachel that piece of ass girl that works for them too, and they kind of made him to marry her or something like that? Like he was dragging his ass?
Richie did drag his ass. He
dragged my ass for a long time.
He was dragging his ass for a long time.
But now he's completely on board.
And Rachel is a piece of ass.
I even told Rachel to break up with him a long time ago. Yeah.
Why? Now you're in the wedding party.
Yeah.
Right.
Howard, one more thing. Great job on AGC. What's his name asking that? Are you ever going to punish him for what he did? I mean, seriously, keep him off the air for like a month.
What did he do?
Well, when he went to AGT and was banging that girl in the, up against the building, total disrespect for you.
Nah, I don't care.
Are you ever going to just keep him off for a month? Because you know he's on hold every day.
No, he's not on hold every day, and him banging a girl at AGT is just, he's ass napkin Ed. That's what he does. The idea that any girl would bang him is more remarkable than anything else. Yes, John?
I was going to say, Ass Napkin Ed is taking a train, we have learned, from upstate New York all the way out to Vegas. It's going to take him 5 days to get there for the block party this weekend, which I'll be covering.
He wants
good
to be
for
with
you,
Ron.
John.
Good. That's a promotion.
I said
Ronnie.
good for you, John.
No. Wow.
Good for you, John.
Do you understand we're a radio station and that John has to do his job and report on
good
everybody?
for John.
Do you get
You're
that?
the only one. I mean, I can ask questions of anybody else back there, and they'll give an answer.
Oh, please.
You're the only one.
Come on now. You know that's not true, you liar.
I can ask
you
Tim
lie.
Sabian, who
what
is
about,
the boss.
You ask Benji, you never get a straight answer half the time.
I can ask Tim Sabian,
such
the boss,
a liar. You're such
about
a liar.
shitting
you
or,
lie.
or pissing in the woods during
yeah,
golf.
right. Yeah,
and he'll answer me.
Yeah, right. He really answered you about shitting on the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
And I can ask Will about slamming his golf clubs and making a scene at a private country club, and he'll answer
good
me.
For you. Good for you,
But you
boy.
won't answer me.
Good for you, boy.
Boy.
What?
Boy.
Richie, how do you hang out at Ronnie's house? I mean, what goes on there?
Richie's as crazy as I am, man.
Is he?
Oh, Richie's nuts. You don't even know.
I don't believe that.
Oh, you better believe it.
Give me an example of him being crazy. What does he do?
I don't know. I can't. Yeah, believe me, Richie's crazy.
No. Did he ever bang Rachel in front of you?
No.
All right, ain't that crazy.
He's not that crazy.
Right.
You've been in the pace car, right?
I haven't sat in it, but I looked inside and I got to see it.
Exactly. You're one of the only people here who has seen it.
Like a Bigfoot sighting.
Ooh, that's great.
Have you ever seen Rachel naked?
No.
No, you've seen her in bikinis and stuff.
Yeah,
bikini. Yeah.
Bikinis.
Have you seen her topless?
No.
Almost.
Almost.
He
right.
actually took her shopping for wedding
right.
dresses.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a thing for your wife.
No, I don't. We're friends.
Oh, bullshit.
We're good friends.
You ever see Richie naked?
No.
You want to?
No.
Topless.
All right, boys.
I want to see John naked.
What is wrong with you? Last thing on the wedding, Richie.
Richie. What's wrong with you?
Go ahead, quickly, because I gotta move on. I got a ton of stuff to get.
You invited everybody in the newsroom except Lisa G.
Yeah.
Is this a long-standing feud?
It's not a feud. It's just that.
But you're singling her out.
You invite people that I hang out with Shuli. I like John a lot. I want to hang out more with John.
Why?
Lisa is just, I don't know, just kind of.
You should have invited Lisa.
In my personal opinion, she's kind of a dud.
Invite, I can bang her at your wedding.
Ronnie would do that.
Yeah, I would. Right on the table.
And I'll be there with a microphone.
Yeah. No, you're not working that night. You'll be dancing like at the Christmas party.
All right, guys.
Drunken bitch.
Listen, you two will probably be all over each other at the fucking wedding.
Yes,
you'll see.
they'll be
Ronnie
Oh,
and John.
yeah.
Yeah, weren't they slow dancing together at the Christmas party?
Yeah, we would.
That was before.
That was before.
That was before Ronnie turned into the Intimidator.
Yeah, number 3. That's why you're wearing headphones that say number 3 on them.
All right.
You're scared. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm scared of you.
Look at you. I didn't say you were scared of me. That's what you've been putting up all over the place.
I said
you've been intimidated.
No, you're like a paper. You're like a paper tiger. You're a paper tiger. You'll go on Twitter and say stuff, but then out in the halls you'll just say no comment.
Right here. I'm saying it right here. What
paper
are you fucking
tiger.
talking about?
Paper tiger.
Bullshit artist. Bullshit
All right, Ronnie.
artist.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ronald.
All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. I got to calm down from all this nonsense. Goodbye.
John?
Yes?
The relationship between you and Ronald Munn has become quite contentious. I think it's safe to say that. It's fair to say that.
I thought we were getting along well. I mean, we did get along well at the Christmas party, and then since then it's kind of deteriorated because he finds me very annoying. I feel like I'm just doing my job, and sometimes I egg him on a little bit on Twitter or in person, but his venom is really something. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
Well, I think what offends you the most is that the attacks have become personal. It's not about the job that you're doing all the time now. It's about you. He's calling you a dummy, a jerk.
An idiot.
Right.
Yeah, dummy, jerk, idiot. And the funny thing is that he's trying to attack my work and the credibility of my stories, but he hasn't once been able to say that any story I put on the air wasn't true or wasn't accurate. So that's one part. He hasn't been able to discredit any of my stories. So then he resorts to the name calling, the idiot, the jerk, the moron. To me, that's out of line, and I think you heard Howard agree with that too.
Fuck him. That's what I say.
Howard pointed to the fact that you're angry with John for simply doing his job. Do you agree with that?
No.
Why not? Explain.
He keeps making these statements that he's got sources and times and dates and shit. I don't ask to see it. I didn't ask for your source, dipshit.
But that's what journalists do.
Let me see the times and the dates and where I was. Okay, Mr. Journalist asshole. What? Let me see the times and the dates.
Journalist asshole.
Hey, relax. I am. Relax. Go get me the times and the dates, you idiot.
So let me play devil's advocate. If he goes and grabs these times and these dates,
and I said I would answer yes or no if I was there.
But at the end of the day, will that change your opinion on Jon Leiberman?
No, he's still an asshole.
Sometimes when discussions like these happen, it can resolve some tension, some issues. Do you feel like any of that occurred between you and Gary today? Did it relieve anything? Was it good to air it out in the open?
No, because it could have escalated to something even bigger. I know that. You know that. And I tried to take the high road, but when asked a question, I'm going to give the best honest answer that I can. And I know when you go to talk to him, he's going to give a snide remark or say something snarky or something, try to put me down, and I don't care. Look, you either like somebody or you don't like the person, and you can't like everybody. It's impossible. And not everybody's going to like you. So the people that like me, great, cool. The people that don't like me, if there are those people out there, they're chicken shits and pussies for coming at me with smiles and talking behind my back.
I said I thought I was being nicer to him, and I said I thought he's
changed in the last year or two, and I think those are both positive things. I don't know if he saw them as positives.
Prior to that, during times when you said Richie had a big chip on his shoulder, what was it like to be around him?
You got to watch what you say because he gets angry. He just, you can piss him off. And I was sort of like, well, I'm in charge here. Why do I have to walk on eggshells around him? But he doesn't really work for me, so I don't really have any power over him. And so it's just a matter of coexisting and getting the job done, which I think we've done. However we feel about each other, I will say this: it's never affected the job that either one of us has done here.
As far as your relationship with Gary and some of the things that happened in the past, do you feel as if he's glossing over them and choosing not to remember them the same way as you, or do you think he legitimately doesn't realize that he was rude to you on several occasions?
I think there's a big case of selective memory here. I think he remembers things the way he wants to remember them. Hey, look, how many times during the show will he come in and say, oh, I know, it's this, and he's dead wrong. Selective memory, I'm just calling it with that.
Some of the things that he pointed to as far as maybe comments you made or ways you treated him, you don't seem to remember them the same way.
Well, I think that when, we all break each other's balls here. Right, so the comment, like when after the Giants parade, I could see you be one of those guys. Like Will and I, and a lot of people can make that comment. So if you like each other, it's a funny comment. If you don't like each other, then you take it very personally. I probably made the comment liking him, not knowing he didn't like me. So it's I think that if you don't like somebody, everything they say is magnified.
Merman, yo. It doesn't seem as though things got resolved. I mean, you guys are cool, but you still believe there was some underlying beef.
Listen, this is clearly a move, like a fuck you move, to me. He could say it's, what was his excuse again? Oh, I didn't invite him to my wedding, and then Rachel and Jason are close, but, when fucking Scott's getting invited, Jon Leiberman, who's probably been here less than a year, I hung out with Richie I've been here over 10 years, and we hung out all the time early on. And yes, I didn't invite him to my wedding, but I didn't invite a lot of people here. He seems to have invited everybody but 3 people. So when Tabitha Stevens is invited to the wedding, and I'm not, like, how can I not be like, well, what the fuck? That's definitely a fuck you to you.
As far as Will's lack of invitation, I think the one thing that got to him is the fact that there are only, 4 people, or he's one of the uninvited 4. Whereas with his wedding, I think he had to make a lot more cuts, just given his scenario. Do you see it from his perspective at all?
I kind of can, but also when you come out and say, wow, I wasn't invited to your wedding, grow up. You weren't invited. You're not going to be invited to every party. You're not going to be invited to everything that goes on. That's just the way life is. And it's my wedding. I'm inviting who I want. It's not a Stern Show staff wedding. It's my wedding. So I want to invite who I'm going to invite. I wasn't invited to Will's wedding when he invited a lot of other people from here. Did you go?
Yes.
There you go. And I've known Will a lot longer than you have. So what right does he have to get pissed at me? I mean, I'm not mad at the guy. I respect him for the fact that he came in and he said what he had to say. Like, that takes balls to do. And I respect that about the guy.
Steve-O, who's become lost in this limited list of the uninvited.
Right.
It's yourself.
Yeah.
An innocent guy, a guy who goes about his business for the most part around here.
For the most part.
Pretty much gets along with everyone.
Yeah.
Do you feel hurt by your diss?
See, it's very weird. At the beginning of the day, somebody came around and said, were you invited to Richie Wilson's wedding? And I said, no, but that's okay. I wouldn't expect to be. And I kind of felt pretty much what Richie said on the air, where, like, we get along, but I wouldn't expect to be invited to the wedding. Then, like, as it goes on, they go, all right, Will's not invited. Well, let me go. Lisa G's not invited, who I know Richie doesn't like. Gary's not invited, who I know Richie doesn't like. Will's not invited, who, I don't know, I'm on the fence on whether Richie likes or not. And then me. So then the question is either you're the one guy who didn't get invited, or Richie doesn't like me. So then as the day went on, it was more like, what's the deal, But then, he went on the air and talked, and I was like, okay, now we'll find out. And like I expected, he didn't have anything bad to say. Richie walked by during that, too.
I know.
If I were to invite everybody here from work plus a guest, that would take up 75 of the slots already. Right. So you just have to narrow it down. If it was a giant place that held 500 people, pretty much everybody from here except Gary and Lisa G would be invited.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, it's so great getting up super early in the morning to be here with you.
That's right.
I love it. Big show today.
Want to be the first to say good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. Well, where did we last leave you? Tuesday. Yeah.
It was that long ago.
It was that long ago. We left you on Tuesday. Lest anyone think I wasn't working, I was.
I saw you working.
Yeah.
I went and watched you work.
Yeah. Robin was with me over at AGT. Which Judd Apatow says I shouldn't talk about because he's such a genius.
Oh, really?
He
decided that
he tweeted his opinion.
You shouldn't talk about AGT?
Yeah, I shouldn't talk about America's Got Talent. No, I only spend half my life there. I won't talk about it. That's the problem with elitist Hollywood guys. They get to be on movie sets and live exciting lives. And guys like me who basically are sequestered, when we finally get on something cool and we're doing something cool.
You're excited about it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I talk about my life and what's going on. And if you don't like it, and you're supposedly a friend of mine, shut the fuck up and don't listen. It's so simple.
Did he say something bad?
No, he tweeted out that I talk about AGT too much. And it's like, well, okay, maybe I do. But hey, man, do I talk about that last shitty film you made? I keep it to myself. Which, by the way, was the one with Adam Sandler. What was that? The fucking...
Jack and Jill? Did he do that one?
No.
What
was it? Funny People?
Funny People. I mean, the worst movie ever made. And it's like, you know, his criticism of me talking about AGT is that I go on and on. You ever see the movie Funny People? You talk about going on and on. I mean, I'll take advice from somebody who didn't go on and on in their movie. I mean, come on, Judd. You know, I don't put my wife in every project I do either.
I didn't know he did that.
Yeah. He puts his wife in every... But that's who employs his wife. He does. He puts her in everything. But okay, I don't sit there and dwell on it. I'm a Judd fan, but I don't call him out on every artistic decision he makes. Turn the fucking channel.
Not everything's a gem.
Yeah, hey, maybe my show's not that good anymore. Just shut the fuck up and tune into somebody else's show.
No, I meant for Judd. Everything's not a gem.
No, I don't say that I make every right decision. I come on the air and talk about what's on my mind. And if you're not down with it, get the fuck off my channel.
You don't want to be in that conversation.
Yeah, that's all. No need to, whack me from the side of the head. Then it got in the newspaper that Judd Apatow thinks I blow, and and he's a big fan. He's been listening since he's, 12 or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm proud of that, and I like that, and I like Judd. But what kind of bro are you, dickwad?
Right. Maybe say it off air.
Yeah.
Or out of Twitter.
Yeah. So fuck off, and you're not my friend, scumbag. Everybody's got an opinion. You got an opinion, keep it to yourself. I mean, do I talk about that movie with Adam Sandler?
Creative people shouldn't necessarily do that to each other.
I mean, the worst film ever. What is it called again? I keep blanking
You say Funny People.
Funny People. Like it was 3 movies in one, all over the place. Funny People.
That's your review. 3 movies in one.
Oh my God! Did you try and sit through that movie? Rent that movie and try and sit through it. I defy you to sit through the entire thing. Funny People. He's telling me what people can sit through. When you get a perfect track record, we'll listen to you. Cocksucker. Fuck. I was just like, what a dick.
How about criticizing some of your fellow movie makers?
Oh, no. Because he's sucking dick over in Hollywood. Like all the rest of them. Yeah, great.
Do something brave.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, no. Criticize somebody who, has to do with filmmaking. No. They need their budget. What am I going to tell you? Anyway, that kind of ticked me off.
Oh.
It's one thing you want to call me or something and say something, or, you just kind of tune out.
Don't even call. I mean,
yeah,
so
or
you
just
don't
tune
like
out.
this particular...
Yeah, this is the phase of my life. When I made the movie Private Parts, I talked about it a lot. When I did the Channel 9 shows, I talked about it a lot. Because I was there all day. That's what I do. I talk about what's going on in my life. And I admit, I know I'm not for everyone on every subject and that you might tune out. So what?
You got to talk about what you're interested in.
That's it. I mean, what am I going to tell you? To me, it was interesting. I mean, to me, it's interesting that Robin showed up at AGT and if she had a good time or not, or, that kind of thing. I don't know. All right, I'm back. What the hell? I don't need to. You're the only guy from the show who didn't show up at America's Got Talent, JD. What happened? I thought for sure I'd see you there.
I wasn't. Oh. Sorry. Well,
I love talking to you.
It's so loud. Yeah, I was doing stuff here, and it wasn't. I didn't really want to sit around for the taping and whatnot. I just did my work here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it's fine with me. I just figured you'd show up. You'd be curious, I mean, everyone else who works here was there.
Well, not everyone, I don't think.
I mean, quite frankly, I admire the fact that you were working.
Plus, I knew, a lot of people wanted to go, and I was mildly interested, so I thought better for people that have way more interest go, and, I'll hang back. It's fine.
Yeah. Can you believe he got laid twice?
How did he do it?
How do he do it?
Hey, I got.
You're so vocabulary challenged.
I got some skills,
Yeah.
We would hope that you'd put them on display here.
It's not my main job, Robin.
All right, JD.
Earning that money.
By the way, I'm proud of you that you didn't show up and you were working.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Did you?
Thank you.
You'd be a good judge at America's Got Talent.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm going to recommend you.
Oh, I will watch the shows when they come out, and I'll see it then.
Yeah, maybe you'll come to one of the live shows. You'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Or maybe he'll be like your parents.
Right. Well, I saw enough. I had enough of that. Oh, my God. Well, I'm done traveling around the country except for one more trip to Vegas.
That's right. You do have the big Vegas week.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Party out there?
No, it's all work. They
okay.
work you from 9. What do you mean, okay?
Okay.
What do you think, I'm lying?
No. I'm just saying you after the work.
No, you're tied up to 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night.
And then you have to come back and do it again the next day.
Yeah, 9 in the morning. So
that's not good.
No. No time for fun.
No time. No time for sin in Sin City.
No, they pay you a lot of money, but they keep you working all the time. They get their money's worth.
You're in Vegas, but you're never going to see it.
No, it makes no sense.
Might as well be anywhere.
Might as well be in Newark. JD, you been in touch with those gals that you hooked up with?
I'm still in contact. Yes.
He puts on his love voice when I ask him.
That's a love voice.
I got something going on.
Your voice changes.
I'm working it out. I'm working it out. I'm just saying. You put on a different voice, like it gets all.
No different.
I mean, how does he call them?
Hello.
It's a lot of texting. I'm better through text, than talk.
Are you still working both of them, or are you just talking to the one?
I've mainly been in contact with the one in Chicago.
Right. How often you talk?
Here and there. Texts here and there.
Every day, or?
Maybe once a day.
Wow.
What do you text?
I love you.
Different stuff.
I love you.
No, I don't love her.
I'm in love with you.
No. What, do you just tell her what you're up to, or what do you say?
How are you not in love with her already? Because like when I was in your situation where I was just a fucking mess, I fell in love with anyone who had sex with me.
Well, I mean, I like her, right. But I just.
How do you not fall in love?
Listen, I understand we live in two different places, and. I'm more worried about other things.
Did the one in Arizona contact you and say, hey, I hear you like the one in Chicago better?
No, because that was sort of the first time I said something. I mean, on air. Right. But I sort of said something like that back in Arizona. But, do
you ever know what he's talking about?
No, what is he saying?
Do you think I know what he's talking about? I think you know what he's talking about.
No, I don't know
anything.
I still don't know if he's done anything with the girl in Arizona.
Right. Have you texted or called the girl in Arizona?
Yes.
Okay. How often are you in touch with her?
I don't think.
We don't.
We haven't texted since last week, since Tuesday or Wednesday of last week.
Right. And did you tell her personally, do you like the other girl more, or you don't even bring that up?
I didn't really put it like that. I just said, how I was with someone the previous night, and that sort of thing.
Oh, you were honest. Well,
yeah.
You're different than most guys. Most guys would just not even bring that up.
No, I mean, I like to be pretty honest. I don't want to lead What's the word?
What the fuck happened to you, man?
I don't like to. I don't like to deceive anyone, or you know what I mean.
Not deceive. I mean, I like, and then like kind of, and then maybe 7 days.
You know what it is? You're an honest guy, but no one understands it.
Oh well,
because no one can understand you.
Is it that he knows so many words he can't grab the one he wants?
No, I think it's just the opposite. He doesn't know any words.
I grabbed deceive. I grabbed the one I wanted that time.
But JD, that's not a difficult word.
What do you want from me? Sometimes
actually,
the words don't come so fast.
I don't understand something.
Yes.
So you were with the girl from Arizona. You had something going on with her, and you have something going on with the girl in Chicago.
Yes.
Why can't you just kind of let things ride?
Yeah, they're both long distance.
No,
like all of a sudden you're calling and breaking up with the one.
No. I'm just,
bad news. I can't fuck you anymore.
No.
Sorry.
That was the text?
My seat is exclusive to Chicago.
There was more. Listen, the girl in Arizona is lovely and beautiful and very nice. But there's more of a connection between me and the girl in Chicago than there was.
Right.
The one,
it's a closer flight.
Anybody talking about getting together again with the one in Chicago?
Yeah, we've talked. Yeah.
When's the next rendezvous?
Whenever. I don't know. Different schedules. I don't know.
Hello. I'm sorry I have to tell you this, girl in Arizona, but I'm 3,000 miles away from a different girl and have a similar relationship. And I don't know. I got to break up with you. Wow. Complicated, all this love.
Well, talking about it on air doesn't help.
Do you think about the girl from Chicago all the time?
I mean, not all the time,
But a lot of the day? Like, does she pop into your mind?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you text?
Loving feelings could be developing.
Yeah, but what does he text? I mean,
I'm not getting. There's no
any kind of sexting going on.
I really don't. I don't want to get into.
So it is sexting.
It's not, you don't know what anything is, Robin.
Of your tongue on my taint.
Let's hear about your sexting, Robin. Are you sexting with anyone?
I don't sex.
Well, I'm sorry then. I don't know what to say.
Do you beat off to her?
No.
You haven't beat off to her yet?
Not yet. No.
Get the fuck out of here. You didn't beat off all weekend?
I didn't say that.
And you didn't think about her?
I'm really not getting. I don't know. Oh, God.
I beat off last night.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Watching you porn again.
Talk about that.
Word.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, I wasn't watching babysitter porn. I watched, what was the theme of this one? I don't even remember. It was some young lady.
Girl from Chicago?
Oh, I know what it was. It was one of those where the girl comes in, she wants to be a porn star, so the guy sets up a fake audition for her.
Oh, those.
And right away she's blowing up. She was pretty hot, too.
Or they black out the guy's face.
Yeah. But it turns out, it even says up front, this is not a real porn audition. They're scamming her. And they go, and it's real funny.
Were you laughing?
Yeah, I was hysterical. I was laughing at myself, like standing there with my penis out and rubbing it. But I had to get the poison out. Yeah. You got a whole thing going on, brother.
Well, no, he had a thing going on, but he decided to drop Arizona.
Yeah, I would have kept the Arizona girl in rotation.
Listen, you can't have much of a rotation, if they're a million miles away or whatever.
Yeah, but that's my point. So you keep her on, you keep her sort of like, hey.
No, I'm on good terms. We're on good terms. Yeah. And, whatever. Listen, I'm not saying nothing will ever happen.
Right.
I'm just saying I haven't talked to her that much.
Yeah. You just have more of a connection with the girl from Chicago.
Yes.
Connection.
Well, whatever. Leave me alone.
How can you have a connection? You can't even talk.
I know.
You know what I mean? What kind of connection could there be?
He tweets better than he talks.
So what are you guys tweeting about? I can't wait to see you again.
Texting.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
How you doing? Seeing our different.
You ever ask her what she's wearing and shit?
I'm sure I have, yes.
Yeah, sure.
But I do,
She ever wearing like nothing? And she goes, I'm naked.
Yeah, I'm at the office naked.
And I'm all wet.
I haven't washed my beard since I got back.
My beard. It's like a wild mountain man. Are you exclusive to her?
No,
Is she exclusive to you? You don't know?
No, I think we're just whatever. It's not nothing. No one's exclusive.
Mm-hmm. So if you met someone
from New Jersey, goodbye, Chicago.
Did she say to you, like, I'm not going to have sex with other guys? And I mean,
No.
Does she want to be your girlfriend?
No. Doesn't push for that or anything.
Okay, hey, man, that's cool. It's all cool.
All right.
Okay. There it is. Now you got an update on JD's
We now
level.
know that JD didn't go to AGT.
Whatever. I was working in Texan.
Big news.
It was big news.
Okay, all right.
Around here, anyway.
It was fun to see everybody else
I think
there.
it was bigger news to just certain people, but that's fine.
Right. All right. I think even Will Murray was there.
Will was there.
Okay, that's fine. They wanted to go. They were raring to go.
What'd you do this weekend? Anything?
No.
Yeah.
Played Tiger Woods golf.
Oh, yeah? How is that?
That's good. It's all right.
You like golf that
I'm getting
much?
better. Yeah, I like all sports pretty much.
But on a video game, he likes it. Like, you don't actually golf.
Oh, no. I tried golfing once with my dad. I went to the driving range a couple years ago, and I did a blister on my thumb.
Right. So what do? You just buy the video game of golf?
Yes.
I'm the Eli Manning of Wii.
Hey, man. If I can win the Masters on the video game, I'll do it there.
All right, man. Cool. Sounds like a pretty cool weekend.
Okay.
Texting some chick in Chicago. And
I pulled a hamstring.
Dear, what's her first name? We don't do that. Dear girl from Chicago, I am now winning the Masters.
When I win the cup, you'll get a good fucking.
He's like the real Tiger Woods. Get a girl in every city. And are you doing more Ronnie block parties?
I'm sure I will. I haven't confirmed any
dates,
future ones yet, but I'm sure there will be more on the horizon.
Cool.
I will make announcements whenever they need to be announced.
All right.
Why is he all of a sudden interested?
Listen, it's okay. It's fine. If Ronnie's there, it's much. I just let him do his thing. That's fine.
Dear sweetheart, I just played 18 holes. Man, are my thumbs tired. What a workout. I'm gonna go have something to eat.
Carpal tunnel.
How many hours do you play on the?
I like maybe an hour at the most.
Bullshit.
No, I like at the. I don't want my PlayStation 3 to overheat or something.
Right. Imagine his PlayStation 3 blew up. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 32 years old.
32.
His PlayStation might overheat.
I can't wait to see you again, my darling, when you can take your beautiful place next to me at PlayStation.
It's also my DVD player, too.
Do you have two controls on there?
I only have one.
So if she visits... You know,
I
would love to plug you in, but I can't.
You'll have to sit in the corner.
If someone
and play with yourself.
If someone visits, I will get a second controller. That's when you know it's serious.
Jay Diz.
Yes.
First thing I want to ask you about. Why only one controller for your PlayStation 3?
Because I'm usually the one playing it. Go ahead, next question.
So what happens if someone comes over and wants to play?
Oh, I rarely have people over to my place.
Are you one of those guys, like, you know, when we were kids, I used to have friends that would invite you over and then they'd play these one-player games and you have to sit and watch until they're done? I mean, that sucks.
I don't have people over, Greg. What do you want from me?
You should be prepared in case, like, what if I wanted to come over and game a bit?
What's your next question?
I'd have to bring my own controller?
Or I'll buy you one. Next question. Go ahead.
I'm holding you to that.
All right. You'll never come to Brooklyn.
My next question is, why is the chick in Chicago more appealing, or why do you have more of a connection with her? Is it sexual? Is it more of an emotional connection?
It's just different things. I really don't want to get into it. It's, you know.
Is it a physical thing, or is it more of a...
She's lovely. The one in Arizona is beautiful. You know, they're both fine.
But you don't want to dangle them both on the line?
I don't want to dangle anyone. I don't want to deceive.
You don't want to be a player now?
I don't want to deceive or, you know, hurt people or stuff like that.
Right,
so,
right.
You know.
You're not a player. You just crush a lot. That's all.
Whatever that means. Okay, this is dumb.
Finally, no, real quick. My last question.
Yes.
My last question. I know this is painful.
Yes.
Robin and Howard and Fred, as usual, were mocking your speech pattern.
Yes.
What is it more of a matter of? Can you hear the words in your head and you can't get them out, or are you just searching for words in general?
Sometimes, no. Sometimes I'm looking for a word, and at that particular time, I'm just getting blank, or I'm getting the wrong word, and that's what happens. And if finally, when I think a little bit faster and harder, it comes to me. Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't.
Is it a matter of nerves?
I told you. Huh?
Is it a matter of on-air nerves?
I'm probably that, and don't want to sound totally stupid.
Debbie the Pet Lady.
Oh.
Real quick. I'm not going on with this. I heard a thing where she and Crazy Alice hooked up.
Well, they had hooked up once before.
And then they
fell apart.
And now they're friends again. And Debbie and Crazy Alice are mad and demanding an apology from me and Ronnie. And I don't even know what... Debbie, you there? Yeah, she's gone. She's totally gone. In more ways than one. Here, I'll play you her... This is weird.
What, you leave a voicemail?
Yeah, here, I'll play it for you. I got a ton of tapes here. This is Crazy Alice and Debbie the Pet Lady, but it's very derogatory towards you and me.
Of course.
Evidently, Debbie is demanding some sort of apology, but you can't. They're so mental that you don't even know what they're talking about.
On the phone, me and Alice were on the phone, and Alice was really pissed off how they had been treating me. Alice, say what you gotta say.
Oh yeah, this is Angry Alice, crazy gay house, and your lesbian monkey ass gorilla. Greasy little dog-skinned, nappy-haired, bull-dagger fucking Robin. Fuck both of you to hell. I know, that's why I stay low-key, because I really don't give a damn you don't like me or not, but you gotta show some respect to Debbie, okay? She cares about the show. I don't give a damn about you if you don't give a damn about me, because faggots don't like women anyway, and I definitely don't like y'all blood-sucking, AIDS, dick-eating.
Was that sentence, faggots don't like women's anyway?
Yeah, something like that.
Women's.
So fuck you and your push monkey behind that cage. Oh yeah, a big old rusty-colored motherfucking dog-skinned man-looking big-titted, big-butt motherfucker, scared a little small white woman. Yeah, you wish you was white. That's why you don't like Debbie that much, because you wish you had everything she got.
That's right.
Fucking nappy-head whore.
Fucking piece of shit. Tell Ronnie off, too, that fucking piece of shit. Fuck with me.
You and Gay Howard, don't you ever soft Italian race. I'm Sicilian. I think I have a little Italian in me, too. You motherfucking know a woman said dead dog.
And evidently, Angry Alice... Now she's Angry Alice.
Well, she changed her name.
Yeah,
she didn't like Crazy.
Crazy Alice evidently revs up Debbie. Like, Debbie is pretty calm, and then Alice revs up Debbie the Pet Lady.
Is that right?
Yeah, you'll see.
Hitler, fucking slave, Jewish nigger, ugly motherfucker, Wilson Jew, you fucking freak. Ronnie, you ain't John Gotti. You would never be John Gotti. You ugly, turn-neck, motherfucking stinking number 0 ugly faggot. And Gay House, you ain't no 34. Take out the 4. You're 3, you ugly big nose, hook nose Jew bastard. I said Jew. You're not Italian.
That's right. That's right, fuck faces. That's right.
Yeah, they found each other. They're perfect for each other.
Well, I hope they don't fall out again.
Yeah.
They need friends.
Ronnie said he's going to unfollow Debbie the Pet Lady on Twitter because she can direct message him.
Oh.
And he said she direct messaged him like 25 times over the weekend. And then she goes crazy, and then she apologizes.
Right.
You know, Rachel Butera does an excellent Debbie the Pet Lady impersonation.
Does she?
Yeah, oh, she's so talented.
It's not a fucking pigeon. It's a fucking African gray. No, he doesn't talk. He talks. He does everything. Put that fucking thing around his tail so he doesn't fly away. Howard, don't fucking start with me today, all right? I'm not that crazy. I got a bird, you know, Howard. He talks. He does a lot of stuff. What? I don't want to talk about that. No! Why are you going to make me talk about that? I don't want. I'm not one of your fucking bimbos here. I'm not going to get fucking topless. No! I'm not fucking paranoid, okay? I'm not.
Hello? Debbie?
Why are you motherfuckers suckling me today? I got fucking problems, okay? But I don't want anybody to know about it. I didn't want to fucking get into this. Do you today, Howard? Why are you doing this to me?
Why are you fucking with me, Howard?
Hey, you gotta fucking pay me. Pay me for those receipts. I just paid a lot of fucking money to get here. What are you doing to me? I'm getting...
Debbie.
I don't even know what the fuck is going on right now. Why are you fucking with me?
I'm crazy over here. You ruined my life.
I hear another voice right now.
That's Debbie the pet lady.
Nah, I'm Debbie the fucking pet lady, okay?
Yeah, so what? I don't give a fucking shit. You think, oh yeah, you think I'm crazy? Fuck you, motherfucker. Okay?
See? That's the voice in your head.
No, it's not the voice in my head. You're making...
See, meanwhile, that's what you sound like.
You got on the line.
This is good for you to hear because this is what you sound like.
I don't sound like that.
I'll tell you something, okay? I ain't fucking coming in here no more because it's all about men with you, okay?
I have to say an important thing.
What?
I have to say an important thing to you. I didn't even want to get on this fucking line this morning because I wasn't...
Hey, Howard, yeah, you do everything for fucking men, for Eric and fucking everybody else.
Howard.
Yeah.
Howard, you told me to talk to you nice, and I'm trying to be nice here.
By the way, Debbie was at the America's Got Talent taping and behaved herself very nicely, and I want to compliment her.
When did she make that call where she had Alice calling you all kinds of names?
I don't know where she made that phone call, but I think it was after America's Got Talent.
Isn't that terrible? You know, you treat her to a nice day.
I treat her nicely.
Howard!
I treat her nicely, and then she gets on the phone with Alice, and they rip me to shreds.
Howard! Howard, you don't know the story!
I don't care.
No, it's not right!
You're not appreciative.
No, Howard! You don't know what Ronnie's been doing to me all fucking week, all right?
He's doing nothing to you.
No, don't you see that you're trying to twist every fucking thing around? You won't let me say what I have to say.
All right, quickly.
Twist it around. No, you're twisting me around. You see, you're good to do to twist me around.
Ronnie, Ronnie, talk about what's going on.
Please. No, you won't.
Ronnie, what's going on?
Wait.
Just talk.
Dude, I wish I knew what was going on.
Tell me what happened.
She lost her friggin' mind. That's what's going on.
Ronnie.
I didn't do anything to you. You're out of your mind.
Wait, let me calm down, please.
Yeah, please calm down.
Please, because I'm going to calm down.
All right, just say what it is.
All right, I was sick over, first of all, you people knew I was good this weekend, okay?
Yeah.
All right, you knew I was good. Ronnie made a promise to me that if I was good, he was going to take me to the block party.
Okay, I was going to take you to the block party, and all of a sudden you went ballistic.
I told Ronnie he's crazy if he takes you.
You weren't taking me.
I never said I wasn't taking you, you lunatic. I never said that.
Wait.
Don't take her.
I had to go to the hospital.
Yes, I made a joke. I said you were going to Creedmoor. Big deal.
The Creedmoor hospital, you said, like I was a crazy bitch or some shit. And they had everybody fucking.
Why are you going to take her to one of those block parties?
Because it's on Long Island. It's
but you're
near
gonna
her
have your hands full.
It's all right. Well, she quit.
Howard,
She's doing her own block party at a pool hall now.
I mean,
Please, stop.
So she had a good thing going.
She had a good thing going, and she blew it. She quit.
You owe me this block.
You fucking quit.
No, I didn't quit.
You quit on Twitter. You told me you're done.
Because I thought you were taking me off.
When did I ever say I was taking you off? You're out of your mind. That's why I said you went to Creedmoor.
Everybody tweeted me that you were taking me off. You were taking me off. And then
why do you listen to everybody? Did I tell... Wait a minute.
Care.
Did I tell you... Debbie!
Video down.
What do you...
Did I tell you I was taking...
What was the word they gave about AGT? Was she behaved in the audience?
Yeah, she was great. Nobody said she was bad.
Yeah.
But then she goes that everybody said that she was getting taken off the block party. I never said. Did I say you were getting taken off?
Yes, I heard you were taking me off. I seen a tweet.
Not from me. Not from me. You didn't see a tweet.
I did. I saw. I tried.
No, I just said you were going to Creedmoor. That's all I said.
No, you said in another tweet, I'm done with her or something.
Yeah, because you were going ballistic for no reason.
No, you know what?
You quit and you're going to doing your own. You don't need us. You know, you're done with the show again. You're going to do a block party in a pool hall. You don't need us.
No.
Yes.
I said that because
I have the messages. I got 25 messages from you yesterday.
Howard, no, that's a lie.
It's not a lie.
I try to be nice to you, Ronnie. I try to tweet you nice, and I tried to personal message you to tell you I was sorry.
How many times did she personal message you?
It had to be 15 times. And then there was they put up, her and Alice put up this thing, go listen to this, and that's when they, put that thing up about you and Robin and me, and we're no good and all this baloney.
I didn't know she was going to be that mean.
Yeah, and then after I saw that, I said, I'm done with you. I said, I'm done. You quit.
Debbie, all you do is
You quit.
Debbie, all you do is bad things, and then you apologize.
Howard, see, this is why you don't understand me.
Right.
You're damn straight.
I'm in a mood, but it doesn't mean
All right, calm the fuck down.
Calm down.
All right. You did good at America's Got Talent. Ronnie says...
Howard, please, put this out there, because I don't care about anything right now. I just want the world to know you try to make it look like I was going to be like the animal, and then you know damn well you try to make Howie Mandel say something bad about me.
Howie Mandel said nice things about you. You're out of your mind.
What they said. Tell the truth.
He said he was even going to come to the block party that you're going to be in.
Tell the truth.
You are out of your... I'm going to tell you something, Debbie.
Woo.
You're so fucking ill. Howie Mandel was so thrilled to see you, and he was shocked at how good-looking you were. That was it.
I got dressed. No, he said he liked me.
Yeah.
And looking forward to see me on a block party.
Right.
Lying.
I'm not lying.
Trying to twist me around.
He
like
said it.
Shit. You all in doing it.
She's nuts.
It's not right, Howard.
Who twisted anything?
Wait.
She's ill.
Nobody twisted anything.
This is what she hears in her head.
Let me say what I gotta say this morning.
Go ahead.
I can go rest my day today because I was in the hospital. Okay.
When do you rest?
Now I got dressed up. I proved myself that I can act like a lady. I even got dressed like a fucking lady for you to show you that I can be good in that fucking show. You made me look like an animal last week, telling me you worried about me like I was an animal.
Oh, please. Put a cork in it.
I almost got kicked out.
All right, I got to go. Goodbye.
Put a cork in there.
Oh, my God.
She's nuts, I'm telling you.
Well, yeah. That's why people like her. Although a lot of people have been writing in saying enough with her.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying on Twitter, too.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
go way too much
her.
airtime lately for Debbie the Pet Lady.
She quit.
Her shtick is getting very old and tired and just isn't funny anymore. Now it's gotten to the point where she's just annoying and makes me turn off the channel. I would rather have my testicles squashed in a vise while getting a root canal than be subjected to hearing another second of that screeching, annoying cunt. And then here's it. But you see, this is what's confusing. Then it says, Howard, when you asked Debbie the Pet Lady to try to be calm for a minute, I was crying. And the second you said time was up, she started screaming. Fucking hysterical. Funniest moment of the week. Thanks, Max. Let's have more Debbie the Pet Lady.
See, you don't know which way to go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she can come to the block party. It's up to her. She quit. I didn't say. People wind her up and they say, I said that she's off the block party. So right away she thinks I threw her off. I didn't throw her off.
You don't do nothing for me! And I got a lot of haters, Howard, okay? I got a lot of fucking people crazy since I come on your show. I got trolls, okay? I got trolls all over the internet. They're finding me everywhere, okay? They're driving me crazy every minute because of you!
Rachel Butera clocking in with a new impression. Debbie the Pet Lady.
Maybe we should take her to the block party.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
That'd be good.
Good Lord.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Yeah. That's why I said to you, you're having her there thinking like she's somebody who's under control.
Yeah, but it's a Long Island thing. It's not like we're taking her on a trip.
All
she
right,
lives out there in Long Island there. So.
Oh, does she? All right, well, good luck.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yes, Debbie.
Why are you so mean to me?
Oh, you're back?
Why are
you have some nerve saying we're mean to you. You put Alice up, Debbie.
What?
You put Alice up to saying the most heinous things to us. And then you call and say, why are we so mean to you? We never call you names.
You just owe me an apology because
No.
you like an animal last week. That's
Oh,
all
stop it.
Oh, stop it.
You told everybody like I was going to be the bad one and I was really good out of everybody.
Oh, big deal. I'll give you a cookie.
No, you should say you're sorry.
So what? You were good. You behaved in public.
You did something normal. We should thank you.
You did something very normal. You behaved at a taping.
Public praise. But you forgot that I auditioned last month. Wasn't I good then when I auditioned? I didn't act.
Debbie, you're a grown woman. You should be good all the time.
Well, I was good. But
Debbie was a very good girl, Robin.
Howard,
All
Howard, let me just say one thing. Your people want me to be good, but then people come back at me very bad.
All right.
I can't go off on them.
All right, Debbie, you're out of your mind. You've got to calm down. You have some good things.
Totally dissed me today.
Yeah, you've had very good.
Everybody hated me.
You're having some good feedback from Ronnie. He's bringing you to this club, evidently.
He wasn't bringing me to the
No,
club.
he's bringing you to the club.
You quit. You told him you were doing. You told him in one of your frenzies that you're going to go do your own thing.
Oh God.
You are sorry.
Debbie, you were a very, very good girl at America's Got
I
Talent.
put that Alice on the phone, okay?
Yeah, that was wrong. That was very cruel.
It was wrong. I'm telling
She
her.
said horrible things about me and Robin.
But I didn't know she was going to be that nasty. I'm sorry. I didn't say anything nasty.
She said Robin's in a cage.
She said it all. I didn't say it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got her. You got her.
You
got
put her up to it.
Oh, no, I didn't. I called her because I was upset. She said, then let me speak to them. Put me on the machine and I'll say them. And she wanted to help me because she thought you guys would treat her
Debbie,
I'm sorry.
Daddy loves you.
You love me, Howard.
I love you.
I swear to God, you love me,
I love you.
Because I do like you, Howard.
I like you. I love you.
All right.
Daddy loves you.
All right, we good?
Be a good girl today.
Will you let me go to and will you let me go to the live show too?
Yes.
And you won't make me feel bad now next time, right?
Right.
All right, Bob. I'm going to go enjoy my day now.
Go enjoy your day.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Poor tortured woman. Maybe that's the key to keeping her calm. I just have to keep saying Daddy loves you. Like it's a father thing, you know? I'm going to try that for a while.
Okay, see how it works.
I'm so bummed I found this out after she hung up. Do you know how she stayed calm at the show?
Well, how?
Triple medication.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Jon Leiberman interview. Triple medication.
I said, how is she controlling herself?
Yeah.
How is she not gone berserk? Triple medication. Maron, what could that be?
I don't even know.
That's
and
one-
she was still awake and alert.
Right. Daddy loves when you take triple medication. That can't be good for you either, right? You're not supposed to take triple medication.
No, doctors don't. They say
Right.
take it the way they prescribe it. They don't say take as many as you think you need.
Look at this. Look at direct messages.
That was
Look at
very
it
cool.
all day yesterday.
She said horrible things about me and Robin.
I didn't know she was going to be that nasty. I'm sorry.
What do they say? What do these direct messages
He's
say?
in a cage.
Let's see. Yeah, here's the lesson.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
done
you
with the
got it.
show.
You got it.
I don't want anything to do with you.
I called her because I was upset. She said, then let me speak to them.
Well, at least you're getting some of the action. Normally what happens is, just so you know,
Debbie,
I get texts and calls from Eric, the actor, day and night about San Francisco shows in Sacramento. He's texting me jokes he wants to try out on stage. I got Jeff the Drunk, for some reason, thinks he's going to come to Canada with us.
What?
Yeah, oh yeah. He leaves me messages going, I got my passport.
He's not going. No way, man. He goes, I don't go.
Yeah.
All right, Bob. I'm going to go enjoy my day
How
now.
I'm feeling about the Jeff situation right now. Are we all going to wear like in that movie Hurt Locker? Are we going to wear like the bomb diffusing outfits when we're around her? So when she fucking explodes, we don't get hit with shrapnel?
We should bring that girl that does her imitations. We should bring her to the block party and have her backstage with a microphone, and when she's on stage, have her going.
Here's what we need to do.
That'd be so great.
Triple medication.
We
don't have to do anything else that night, dude. We just send her out there.
The most important thing for that night is we make a path from the stage to the door so she can run out of there at any point, because I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. The second she gets on stage, Twitter's going to become real life for her. She's going to lose her
Still
shit.
awake and alert.
She's not going to be able to
Daddy
handle
loves
it.
when you take
Right.
triple medication.
Yeah. Shirley brings up a great point.
You're not supposed to take
This is
triple
all
medication.
being done on the internet. This is all being done via Twitter and then phone calls. But when you actually have to deal with her in person, are you scared for
Joey Boots, you're on there.
the life of the block
absolutely
party
not.
and for all this chaos that's going to ensue?
Not worried about it.
The risk is still worth the reward.
Not worried about it.
First?
Not worried.
Shirley, how do you view this situation
Joey, what can
I-
based on this last phone call?
If I was security elite, I probably wouldn't be nervous either. But I will say this, while it may not be the amount of people fucking with her on Twitter that may fuck with her at the actual show, because once you see Debbie in front of you, you know, it takes a real set of balls to go after her at that point, because she's got that look in his eyes, like, you know, they call it the Vietnam stare, and you know, she's killed an Asian. I think it's that look in her eyes. So there's going to be one or two dudes who are going to yell shit out, and we'll see how she reacts.
Cool. Ronnie, is there really anything that Debbie can do to get her kicked off the block party? I mean,
Ronnie on here.
Go ahead, Brian.
You know, I just hear it.
I'll be out in a minute.
Copy.
What's that?
I was saying, is there anything Debbie can or would do or is capable of doing that could get her kicked off, or are you just messing with her?
Just to kill me. That's the only way.
And it's not impossible.
Just to kill me.
So anything short of that will only make the block party stronger.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
But you're really never going to kick her off.
I never kicked her off.
No, I know, but
people put it up. People got to her. Yeah, I never said anything.
Well, you threatened her.
No, I didn't.
Well, you said if she didn't behave, you know.
No, Howard said that. I didn't say that.
But you would never give her the axe.
No.
Yeah.
She gave herself the axe. She quit. She's doing her own block party in a pool.
I went down to America's Got Talent the first day of taping after work. Specifically, they didn't tell me to. I went down there on my own so I could capture Debbie showing up to AGT for the 5 o'clock taping. So I waited there for an hour. She wasn't there. I left. And I wrote on Twitter, hey, waited for Debbie, didn't see her. You know, I'm sure she'll be fine. Later that night, you didn't wait for me. Just admit it. You're a fucking liar. You didn't want to see me. You didn't. I was just like, dude, I didn't even come down. I wasn't even told to come down here. I came down here just out of my own fucking thing, you know. Now I'm catching shit for
How
her.
does that all work? I'm wondering.
You can't win with her.
I mean, we sent the names to them, and we told them exactly who everybody was. Fred, unfortunately,
10-4.
Fred's the only one that got weird seating.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about how Howard was really bummed out that because of the storm, his parents had to stay at his house all weekend. And Scott DePace and I sort of sympathized with him about what it's like to have relatives overstay their welcome. Here's what happened.
Off the politics for a second, with Gary now in here, and talk more about what Howard's going through, because he's got his mom, his dad, his sister all in his house, and he's offering to blow LIPA to get the power back on.
And I've been working hard. I've been talking to people. I got to lay really low because, you know, I don't want to get people in trouble, but, you know, they're trying, but it may be a while.
Isn't this wrong?
Of course. Well, it's not wrong to me. I got a boss who needs something, and I need to get it done. And that's all I give a shit about.
Yeah, but what about the poor old lady who lives 3 blocks away?
I got a boss who needs to get something done.
So if somebody comes to fix something at your house, but your neighbor needs it more, are you going to send them their way and wait your turn?
No, but if my neighbor was scheduled to get it done and I can somehow use influence to get it done at my house first, that's wrong.
Are tempers and tensions running high, Gary, around just in general in your neighborhood? And
I was telling John, Lucas and I went out to get gas on Friday, and it was like, you know, early in the day, and he just said to me without any provocation, he goes, Dad, man, everybody's really tense because you could just feel it. You know, first of all, our block has never been that crowded at 11 o'clock on a Friday morning. You know, the cops are out everywhere because there's like 10 gas stations within a quarter mile of each other. But yes, tensions are high.
How difficult is it to, well, Howard's dealing with a couple things right now. Some stuff as small as like, you know, he sees the newspaper after his dad went through it and his dad's like, you could throw him out. He's like, wait, you know, you see the paper and it's all crumbled and you want it clean. But the other thing is ultimately, you know, he's trying to get his parents into a condo or into a place that he thinks they would benefit more, but they don't want to go anywhere. And it's not an easy conversation to have.
It's a tough thing because they, you know, older people have a system and a routine, and they don't like to mess with that routine. I get that. Mary said to me, wouldn't it suck if we were old to be going through this? And I said, because I could not get my internet back till like late last night. I said, no, because if I'm old, I don't really have a job, so I don't give a shit whether I'm on the internet. Like, I'm struggling to get on so I can do work.
I think that's like, for them, they think that's the beginning of the end. Your kid is putting you off into a home, and, you know.
I had this conversation, you know, I talked about this in my book, but with both my parents, I tried to get them to turn their money over to the kids, which is a common thing before the 5-year look-back rule. And I talked to a couple of my friends about it. They went to the parents, and one of my friends came back to me, and he said his father glared at him, and he goes, so wait a minute, let me get this right. You're going to take my fucking money, and when I want money, I got to come and see you? And it was like, but at the end of the day, you're just trying to do the right thing for your parents and for their kids.
Yeah, that is weird, though.
Howard also mentioned Beth offering to take in one of his parents down the road, and Howard was like, that's grounds for divorce. And you know Howard loves his parents more than anything.
Of course.
But there's no one who can get on your nerves more than your parents because you're really treating them like your kids at this point.
I saw one of my neighbors that I was using internet at their house, and I saw them getting like a little flustered with their parents. I never saw them get like that before. But of course, you know, your parents can... I'm like really nice, and I'll go to my mother. I'm like, Mom, why are you giving me shit? Because it's your mom. That's what they do.
Greg in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Love the show as usual. Two quick things I wanted to hit on real quick. I didn't hear any mention of Howard's house in the Hamptons. Did he get any damage down there at all? Or I didn't. If he said it, spoke about it. I missed it. But
I think I saw a note from Beth. I think I saw a note from Beth. I think it was fairly minimal. Nothing house damage. Maybe some trees or stuff, but nothing major.
No, he's lucky. I know he's close to the water. My other quick thing is, with all of his dough, why does he not put in one of those whole house generators that goes in your backyard? It's fueled by natural gas.
He talked about that a little bit today.
Why doesn't who put it in?
He's saying, why doesn't Howard put a generator in his parents' house?
Or his parents, yeah.
He can't get his dad to take a TiVo.
No, they don't have natural gas, he said there. So that was the
I don't have natural gas either.
And then the propane thing, he said they weren't, I don't know, they weren't into the idea.
Yeah. I bet they'd be into it now. No, it's one of those things where the generator thing for a lot of my neighbors was like, oh, it's such a pain in the ass. And now when I built my house, I put in a whole house generator. I was the only one in the neighborhood with it. I don't think there's one person in my neighborhood without some form of a generator, whether it's the gas one you drag out.
How big's your propane tank? Is it?
It's underground. When I built the house, I put one underground. I think it's 300 gallons.
Huh.
You have a generator?
I do. I just have a portable one, but finding gas for that was just as much of a misery. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, the interesting conversation I had with Lucas when he was talking about how on edge people were, we talked about, it reminded us of that. Remember that Twilight Zone episode where they thought the aliens were coming and all the neighbors were like ganging up on each other?
Oh, Maple Street, great episode.
It started to feel like our neighborhood was great, but when you went out to the outside of your neighborhood, it started to feel like that. The people online are angry, and it was weird.
How do you think Howard's holding up after the weekend with his parents?
It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot. I mean, Mary and I have had, those, have you never had relatives over your house for a sustained period of time and you love them, and when they leave, you let out a huge sigh of relief and you're like, I love them, but Jesus, I just need my house back. Everyone's shaking their head. But
yeah. I was just going to say that's what family's all about, for better.
And you love to help them, and you love that they're there, and you're like, I'm glad, God, I'm glad they came, but God.
I have an in-law come to my house every year for about 2.5 weeks, where my wife goes away, and
what do you mean?
It's hard.
Wait, your wife leaves when the relative comes?
Well, in other words, the in-law is there to take place of my wife.
I see.
For the kids, help me out a little bit.
Right.
And
you're not a big fan?
I am. Yes, I am. But it gets hard.
It fucks with your routine.
Yeah. I find I keep escaping and leaving and just, I'm going to go down to the store.
You know who's great? You know whose routine it didn't fuck with? Stuttering John told a great story on the air how his mother-in-law was staying with him for a week. and she walked in and caught him jerking off. I'm like, in an apartment, in a small New York City apartment. I'm like, you can't not jerk off for 3 days while your mother-in-law's there?
I would have to divorce immediately, so I would never have to look at her again.
Hey everybody, it's Sal Governale, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show we discussed why I was voting for Romney. You're going to find it to be brilliant because I am a genius on this show. We also discussed Sour Shoe's great appearance on the show and all the crazy things that went down that day, so check it out.
Sal Governale now joining us on the wrap-up show along with Sour Shoes and Ronnie. And as I'm reading that ad, Sour comes over and starts taking stuff out of this lunchbox and giving it to Sal. Sal, what did he give you?
He just gave me a whole shitload of Kiss cassettes. Kiss Destroyer,
Where's
Kiss
the
Dynasty.
VHS tapes? I said, what are you going to do with them?
Throw them in the garbage.
Oh, that's not nice.
Is this a gift, or were you just trying to impress me with this?
I was trying to impress you.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Well,
want
it was very nice, but I mean, what am I going to do with old cassettes?
I know exactly what you do. You go down to Astor Place, you throw them on a blanket, you sell them for a nickel a piece.
Sour, do you want these back, or are these a gift?
Well, you can keep them if you want.
Are they a gift? Well, that's very nice of you. You know what the funny thing is? They smell.
Oh, give them back to the guy. They're in his lunchbox.
I know, but they smell really bad.
What do they smell like?
Like, you ever go, remember as a kid when you went into your friend's house for the first time and it was a smell you'll never forget? Everybody has that house. It smells like that house. It's just...
Yeah, old people smell.
Yeah, old people, liverwurst, newspapers, cheese. This is... Yeah.
Sal, it was in a lunchbox.
I've touched some crazy things. I touched these cassettes. I want to boil my hands.
Sal,
I'm not kidding.
I got to ask you, because we know what happened 4 years ago. You said that you voted for Obama, then later we found out you didn't vote at all. Are you going to vote this year?
I am definitely going to vote this year.
And who are you voting for?
Well, I am voting for Romney.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I look at it this way. Obama did a great job, and Romney's going to, I guess, will do
You're the only person voting for Romney that thinks Obama did a great job.
Well, he did a great job, and I think whoever goes in there, I mean, he did a pretty good job. He killed Bin Laden and all that other stuff. But the thing is this. We live in a world of bullshit, and to me, the man with the biggest line of bullshit wins. The country really doesn't change that much drastically, maybe in little bits and pieces. So be it. Nothing's really going to change. Nothing is going to affect, I think, my bottom line, or most of us for that matter. So I want to vote for somebody, and this might be a little odd, where we can have fun with it. Like, I love the Romney impersonator. I want to continue doing Romney jokes. Saturday Night Live totally buckled down on Obama. Nobody does Obama jokes, maybe because he's African-American. It's a sensitive issue. I get it. But with Romney, just like Bush, we can have a fucking field day. I want to keep this Romney impersonator going. I want to see Romney SNL skits. Nobody's afraid to make fun of the dopey old white man. So, you know what? If we're going to live in a world of politics, let's at least laugh about it.
So let me get this straight, because it doesn't really matter who wins. You're going with Romney because he's easier to make fun of.
Absolutely.
So
lots of comedic content there.
So it's for the sake of the show.
Yeah, sake of the show, sake of entertainment. It's funny. Everybody had a field day with Bush. Nobody did anything with Obama.
That's so not true, by the way.
Well, they talked about it, too, in the news. They had to be very, very careful about certain things.
There's been like 3 different guys on Saturday Night Live who have done Obama. They do Obama every week.
Do you feel like you have to be careful with Obama?
I think you have to be careful in this day and age with anything.
Well, if you didn't have to be careful, give me one of your best jokes.
I wouldn't have one. I really don't. I mean,
you have one.
Somebody one time somebody referred to one time in the Post, I believe they referred to Obama as a monkey, and there was an uproar about that. That Al Sharpton came forward and did his typical march and all that other stuff that comes with it.
I think that's when anytime you refer to any black person as a monkey, there's an uproar, not just the president.
But why is there an uproar about calling you a monkey?
I could sit here and explain it to you, but I don't believe that I can't believe I have to explain it to you.
Well, no, I'm saying that monkey is just a derogatory term to call somebody no matter who you are, whether you're white or black.
Don't you think black people got that term a lot more than white people?
Absolutely.
And so that's why.
I know that, but you should still be offended to be called a monkey.
I am.
Okay, well, there you go. So I think it works on both sides.
I don't even know what you just said.
I don't either, but I'll cut it. The other thing that I noticed today between you, Gary, sitting next to Sour Shoes is he sounds a lot more like you in his real voice, and maybe that helps with the impression.
I thought so, too. When I heard him speaking, he's got a lot more of my accent. He's got a little bit of my accent, so I think it's easier for him to turn it on. And a little bit of my tone of voice when you're just being yourself.
Yeah. Well, remember when Robin was saying to try to mimic someone so you could be somewhat normal?
Mm-hmm.
So about 3 months ago, because I talked to Vinny a lot, I was telling Vinny, maybe I'll just do this voice. because it's somewhat normal. And that way I can get my point across.
So the voice you're talking in right now isn't necessarily your voice?
No, I think because I think my regular voice is higher, right? And it kind of annoys me.
Well, wouldn't you know your own voice?
I don't know.
I think right now you're speaking.
Dude, he doesn't even know his own self. How's he going to know his own voice?
It's like asking Sybil, who are you?
Now, let me ask you something, Gary. You're pretty good with this. Do you think that something happened traumatically in Sour Shoes' life that he constantly uses these voices, almost like somebody with multiple personalities, and he's kind of shying away and hiding who he really is? So he uses this stuff as a guise?
Yes, I think that he's not dealing with who he really is. There's definitely a like a Peter Pan thing going on. Like he's very juvenile,
right?
And he can, if you ever try to have a serious conversation with him, even when we talked on the phone, he'll go to a voice. Right. Although I was able to, I used to have pretty normal conversations with him.
But it always winds up at the end changing back to the
Now,
voice.
Sour, do you change your voice because you are somewhat ashamed of who you really are, or you can't identify with who you are because of a traumatic experience?
That might be a little bit too extreme. I think it's more habitual at this point.
Well, how long have you been doing it? Like, were you doing this? Seriously, were you doing this when you were 12?
Possibly, yeah.
Were you doing it at Pepperdine?
Yeah. At St. John's and Pepperdine.
This morning, when you came in, Howard and Rob were commenting on your energy and like you kind of got off to a slow start. I think by the end you definitely hit your stride. But did you feel off your game at all today?
Ronnie and I were talking, and Scott and I talk every day on the phone pretty much, and he gives me some ideas. And I was talking to Ronnie about it. It seems kind of I was kind of professional today here real early. So maybe almost that it was kind of too normal, whereas the last time I was more thrown in.
You also said that and you had this penthouse pet come at you in a nurse's outfit, gorgeous girl coming on to you real hard, but you said you're more interested in Lisa G.
Yeah, it was like all too much. It was too much there. But when I stepped away and was back to where I was at the keyboards and the instruments, it was almost like I was watching it. So then I started to get more excited.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I'll tell you.
Like when
I'll tell you what he means.
When her stories, when she started to talk the way she talked, and then I was starting to envision like Lisa being there watching me, watching her. Like I started to get excited.
What were you going to say, Ron?
When she was telling all those stories about getting fucked in the ass with the 12-inch dick and the whole deal about Woo Kid, and this guy was in another world. He never moved. He didn't make a noise. He was like...
And I was picturing what she did to
He was like
me.
A guy jerking off in one of the booths like Sal does. You could see it in his face that he was going to blow a load.
You were picturing it in your mind as it was going on?
I was coupling it what she did to me 5 minutes earlier.
Now, Ronnie, what did you think of Alexis, all that ass play talk? I know you're a pro when it comes to that.
She's a fun girl, man. I'd love to have her in my bed for a few hours.
Did you learn anything from what she had to say, or is that just...
No. But I know she's a fun girl.
Did it sound like she did anything out of the ordinary?
No. Sounds like fun. Sounds cool to me.
What was going on? What was going on in your mind during this part of the interview?
I was
like you were on the same.
Man. I was almost in the same boat with him, but I was too busy watching him. He was fogging over. It was insane. If you go back and look at the Howard TV cameras of the footage, you look at his face, man. It was like a kid just about ready to blow his load when he's in. We used to have a guy in high school who used to sit in the back of the classroom, and he used to jerk off in his desk. And he used to stare at the girls' legs. It was miniskirt time back then, like it is now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, he had that same look on his face that this kid used to have before he blew his load in his desk.
One thing she did was she started to cross her legs, and it was kind of like she wasn't as open. And I kind of liked that better.
She's probably hard to get.
Yeah, she had her in heels like that.
Well, you should have directed.
You sure she just wasn't clenching up her ass cheeks, keeping jizz up her butthole?
Dude, you should have directed her then and tell her what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you was by the couch with her, you should have said, like, let's slow down a little bit, do it a little easier. Don't jump all over me like that. You probably would have blown your load then.
But then again, that helped me later on in the interview, because then I was coupling what she did to me there. It was just at the moment, it's hard for me to grasp what's happening. But then when I look back and lament, and then
now, will you take this home with you and masturbate to it?
I'll try to work it into a dream overnight.
He doesn't jerk off.
A weaver, a dream weaver, Gary Wright.
Well, Sour, is that what's appealing about Lisa to you?
And she plays a part in that too today. I'm picturing her.
She's the nightmare.
Watching me and kind of like putting me down a little.
Well, no, I mean more like you said when Alexis crossed her legs. That was more of a turn on to you
Then
because
when she first walked in,
right. And Lisa's sort of conservative, so I wonder if that's what appeals
part
to
of
you.
it, yeah.
Because Ronnie's into Lisa too, but not for that reason. I don't think.
I'm into it for that hotel room.
Did you see the facial resemblance? Did you see the
Of Lisa and Ronnie?
What? Wait.
The Olsen girls and the Alexis a little bit, just in the face.
Not really.
No,
Nah,
that had something to do with it.
I saw those big red lips around your dick. That's what I saw.
Jesus. That's when Ronnie came.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, well, Obama is president again. Some people on this show, namely Scott DePace, voted for Mitt Romney, and it may be an understatement saying that he wasn't very happy with the results. He tried to explain himself, and that made for a very good show.
How late did you guys stay up for the election results last night?
10:30. I stayed up till 10:30. I was fairly confident when I went to bed. You know, it's those TV stations. They have to keep you hooked in. So at 9:10, they're like, "Oh, this is going to go all night. You can't let go." And then by 9:45, it had completely changed. It looked like it wasn't going to be as close an election. But yeah, about 10:30.
Yeah, I went to bed a little before 10, and I had a feeling the way it was going to turn out. How about you, Will?
8:15.
Oh, that's your usual bedtime, though.
I'm not staying up for that. You know what? The answer's still going to be the same in the morning.
I did get up this morning, and I keep an iPad on my vanity, and while I brush my teeth, I sort of just look at the headlines, and I was so afraid. When you play fantasy football and you're way ahead and you have to go to bed, you get up the next day, and then somebody scored a shitload of points in the second half. I was so afraid that it was going to be, Romney won Florida, Ohio, and this and that. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't want to get too political here on this show, but Will and I were talking a little bit, and I mean, the Republican Party, this is it. Clearly, they're not going to be able to carry an election without having some support of different groups, and there's going to be a split, or something's got to happen.
Well, you put it a much better way. Somebody said DePace is the last of a dying breed. An older white guy. There's lots of white people, and they're getting older, but I think their attitudes are changing, and there's much more diversity in this country. This country isn't getting whiter; it's getting more diverse.
I didn't see Scott. How was he today?
Not happy.
He was pissy. We made a bet. We made like $100 bet on the election 2 years ago, actually. And, I won today, and he threw the money on the ground. He's like, go pick it up, boy.
It was like the end of...
Fuck you. I'm not picking up your fucking...
It was like the end of 8 Mile. He came in and just dropped it.
Exactly. It was just like, I'm not going to grovel in front of you.
So he's not ready to embrace the country and move on after...
No, he'll be angry as ever, and we'll have to listen to his obnoxious rants every day.
Yeah, the thing that I don't understand with him especially, which Howard sort of addressed today, is, and I even tweeted this out the other day, it's like, listen, of course I'm voting for Obama. If Romney wins, he's my president. He's president of the United States, and I'll give him every opportunity until it doesn't work. But this is like, DePace already, that's it. The next 4 years are a wash. I don't support him. We're going to do everything we can to stop him. How are you going to get anything done?
An angry Scott DePace now joining us.
Before you guys start crowing too much, Republican Party is not dead.
We're not crowing.
Just in case. Oh, yeah, you're going, the Republican Party is dead. All white guys. 48% of the country voted like me. It wasn't a big deal.
But
it's very close, Gary.
I'm saying that if you brought more diversity to the party, do you think you'd have a better chance of winning?
Well, we don't buy votes. We earn them through correct policy.
But I don't understand what that means when you say buy votes.
I could get diversity. Let me just start offering things to everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Somewhat.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait.
Hold on.
Just like I said.
You mean be inclusive?
I told Will this before.
Be inclusive?
No, that's not inclusive. I told Will this before. In my high school, the guy was running for president, and he said, all right, you vote for me, I'm going to get you a free day off of school. Everyone voted for me. Got 98% of the vote. He wasn't able to get the free day off from school.
That is the most ridiculous example ever.
It's a great analogy because basically Romney was right talking about the 47%. It's not exactly accurate, but when you're giving away things to all these people...
Yeah, Army vets, all those suckers.
But see,
suckers
again,
off the
hold on, I'm not saying
Sponges.
it's exactly...
Hold on.
I'm just
Old
simply,
people.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Scott.
Yeah.
You look like you want to punch somebody
I do.
right now.
I do.
Why? Why are you... What's angering you?
It was it's just... I don't know.
Were you up
faith in the country?
Were you up all night? Did you wait until...
No. I turned it off.
Is Obama your president? Do you support Obama as your president?
Of course he's my president.
But do you support him?
Do I support his ideas? No.
No, do you support him? In other words, if he tries to get...
What, I'm a jockstrap? What do you mean, support his balls? No, I don't support his policies.
But you couldn't even give him credit for doing the right thing during the hurricane. Even that bothers you.
No, more than anything there, I'm putting out the hypocrisy that when Katrina hit, the media was all over Bush like he had just like he created the damn hurricane. Now with this thing, it's Obama gets his ass lathered, and it's just bullshit.
But you understand
it's bullshit. It's no better now.
You understand that
and that's 4 years after the fact.
Understand the grief that they gave George Bush was that he was slow to deal with the hurricane.
It's because he didn't land on the ground. He flew over. That was a big fucking thing.
No, but he was slow to deal with it.
People were on their roofs. They had to first get people in the safe. It wasn't easy. It wasn't the same fucking thing.
But again, I don't want to fight. It's not something to yell about. Every time I bring up something about Obama, you go, well, you did this, you did that. I'm saying, did Obama do a good job? This is the most minuscule.
I'm telling you, no. I don't. Listen.
Then you don't support him. And you might as well be honest and say it. You might as well say there's nothing he can do that I will like.
I don't understand what that means, support him. Do I wish the country is on a correct? Yes. If that's what you mean by support, yes. I want the country to do better. I want unemployment to go down.
Is there any idea?
But do I believe that his ideas are going to get us there? No. Scott, and I'm pissed off the country would vote for a guy after these last 4 years have been so shit.
So what you're saying? Hold on, just last thing. So what you're saying is,
try to keep your comments to yourself.
No, what you're saying is, for the next 4 years, you will support anything that will stop or hinder Obama from getting any of his ideas done.
Because that's sort of what I'm not in Congress, Gary. I'm not going to.
But you would support people in Congress that will do that.
Absolutely. If someone says we want to create, for example, another Obamacare, yeah, I support them.
Hey, by the way, I meant to ask you, how has Obamacare affected you specifically?
Okay, so far it is not enacted yet, but it starts this year.
Well, sure.
Okay. There's very few provisions have been enacted so far.
So how is it going to hurt you? I want to know.
It is going to hurt me in thousands of ways. One, I think it's going to hurt this whole country with.
I didn't ask. I'm talking about you, Scott DePace. How is it going to hurt you, Scott DePace?
Allow me to tell you how the economy works. When the whole economy
I asked about
goes
you,
down,
it's
that
a very
affects
simple
me,
question.
Gary.
No,
I'm answering you. You won't listen to me. If the economy is bad everywhere,
I understand that.
I get affected.
I'll take that into account, but specifically Obamacare.
Next, there are tax increases.
How is it going to affect you on a very personal level, specifically, not as a whole country?
I'm telling you, and you're not listening. Open your fucking ears. There are tax increases.
I don't believe there's tax
me.
increases for you.
That's right.
I don't want to get too wonky.
Yes,
with it,
there are.
No, there aren't.
Yes, there are.
No, there aren't.
Yes, there are.
Well,
you don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Yes, I do know what I'm talking about. I can tell you exactly what it is, but I don't think it's very interesting to the crowd.
I'll prove
this
it to
audience.
you later.
You lost. Shut up.
I find that when anyone yells about Obamacare and you ask them how it affects them personally, they can't answer the question.
And lastly, I believe that there's an underlying thing to this whole thing where when people do not have to support themselves, when people do not have to be responsible, that's a bad issue. When you can start force feeding people and giving them their own policies, instead they go out buy their fucking iPhones and their cars and whatever the fuck else they want to buy. It's not a very sexy purchase buying insurance. Instead, they buy the other shit, and when you do that, that's a bad thing. Lastly,
but you still haven't answered the question.
Lastly, Gary, if you're not understanding how this applies to me. And then lastly, I believe
how is it going to come out of your pocket specifically?
I told you taxes. Lastly, I believe that overall the government, when you get control of people's health care, you're going to start putting all sorts of legislations on top of them, just like things like Bloomberg and his salt thing with his soda ban.
But again, you're guessing.
Once the government,
you're guessing.
No, I'm smart enough to know. Once the government is in control of our insurance policy, they're going to do things like Will agrees with, that if you're too heavy, they're going to tax you more. If I smoke cigars, I'm going to have to pay more. And it's going to be a slippery slope where when the government is in charge of us...
Republicans love to use that broccoli example, like they're going to, everyone's going to be forced to eat broccoli, but it's ridiculous.
I want to let the record show that he has not answered the question.
I've answered it.
He has not.
Taxes.
Do you feel
taxes?
Do you feel,
but it hasn't happened.
Your answer is taxes.
I told you it doesn't start until next year.
Scott.
It starts this year, and then next year's taxes will be on there.
Scott, over here.
That is accurate.
Scott.
There are parts of the program that are already in place. Absolutely. Right now.
But the taxes haven't been implemented
You can stay
yet.
on your parents' insurance until you're 26 years old, right?
But the taxes have not been implemented yet.
Taxes.
That's first. The taxes have not been implemented.
Everybody
yet.
shut up.
Give John the show back.
Thank you.
Hold on. Give John the show back.
Scott, simple question.
You lost.
Do you think that when Christie took that picture with Obama, that the election was basically over at that point? Do you think it had that much of an effect?
No, I don't think it.
So why didn't Romney win?
I think he won because a lot of people are on the... listen, there's a lot of people who look at who voted for him. A lot of the cities, a lot of the suburbs did not, right?
That's code for minority.
Yeah.
Well, you call it what it is, but
I think you just did. You just did.
I don't think you're going to win an election anymore without attracting any Hispanic votes. And if your idea of immigration policy is, say, what is it, voluntary deportation, then, I mean, you're not talking to people. You're not talking to people in a realistic way, and that's why you're not going to win an election anymore.
Well, then I'm going to win. I'm going to run and just offer everyone $1 million.
But that's not what happened.
Hey, what the fuck?
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
So on Monday's wrap-up show, we were in Studio 2, and John Hine decided to bust my balls some more about being Hollywood. And because I just met Molly, Jimmy Kimmel's fiance, and that's talked about that, and then talked about some other things, but I can't remember what we talked about because I just remember John busting my balls. So I'm sure it was funny though. But check it out.
I think Rod Stewart is one of those guests that Howard always wanted to interview, loved his music growing up, and they had a really long chat about a bunch of different stuff, and I think Howard was really happy finally getting to hear Rod speak to him. And the thing I liked about Rod Stewart, JD, is that he didn't hold anything back. He was happy to tell the stories and talk about the rock stars, and similar attitude that you have, I think, when it comes to being on the air.
I guess. I don't know. Depends on what I'm talking about.
Are you affected today because of what happened with Molly and all that?
Affected? Yeah. Affected how, Mr. Hine?
Well, I don't know.
Always trying to throw out this Hollywood Harmeyer thing at me.
I didn't throw it out.
Every chance you get.
Howard said point blank, that you're a star.
Which you instant message to me. I come back to my desk.
I want to remind you for the show.
Yeah.
You are a star.
Okay.
And I mean, you're direct messaging with Jimmy's wife, fiance.
She direct messaged me first of all. I don't feel like a star, but, if people want to feel that way about me, fine, whatever.
You don't feel that way, really?
No.
You've got some celebrity. I mean, people come out to see you. And
Some, but, it's just some. It's not like, I'm not like Jennifer Aniston. If I was getting photographed a million times or whatever, then maybe I'd feel like a star. But I'm not. No one recognizes me hardly on the train.
You're comparing yourself to Jennifer Aniston. I mean, I think that's a big.
I did not. I said if I was getting photographed like her a million times, then I would. I am not Jennifer Aniston. Where did you come up with that?
I didn't say you were Jennifer Aniston. I said you compared yourself to Jennifer Aniston.
I didn't know. She is in a different spectrum. She's a celebrity.
Well, thank you for pointing that out. Anyway,
that's not comparing myself.
All right.
How did I just compare myself to Jennifer Aniston?
You gave an example, and you said if I were like Jennifer Aniston, that is comparing yourself to Jennifer Aniston.
No, it's not. That's saying if I were.
Teddy, give me a ruling here.
What?
Was he comparing?
Does he look like Jennifer Aniston?
No. Was he comparing himself to Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
If I was hold on. Okay, maybe I don't understand English so well, which I don't. But when I compare myself, if I compare myself to Jennifer Aniston, when I say, "Hey, yeah, I'm just like Jennifer Aniston, like this," Isn't that comparing myself to Jennifer Aniston?
I don't know what that is.
That's comparing myself.
You're taking on like a diva type attitude right now in this conversation.
No, all right, I'm just gonna shut up.
No, don't. Let's talk more about Jimmy, because I know you love him and his show, and Molly
Big
clearly. And Molly was most excited to see you. And when she came over to your area, did you feel like pressure? Was it comfortable?
I mean, I wouldn't say it was comfortable. It was definitely awkward. As it is, the first time I met you, the first time I meet anyone, it was awkward.
Well, you had already established somewhat of a relationship, like tweeting and whatnot.
Yeah, but it was still awkward. I never met this person face to face or anything, and Gary was trying to have me tell her what I do, and I tried to tell her, and I guess it didn't come out so well. And
were you doing the talking, or was Gary doing?
Well, Gary started talking. And he goes, why don't you say what you just did? And I go, yeah, it was, I didn't really watch anything on TV. Really, I was mainly checking stuff to see what was on the internet and what people were talking about and whatnot. And and then there was like a little bit of a lull where I didn't know what to say next. And that's when Gary picked up the slack again and moved things along.
So are you glad Gary was there?
Sure, it's fine. I've been fine either way, I guess. It might have been less awkward. It might have been more awkward if he wasn't there, but
I mean, since we've somehow gotten over to the topic of you, the rent a friend thing, you got very upset by that. Why is that?
It's a ridiculous idea. I think it's ridiculous personally. I don't know why someone would want to rent another person to hang out with.
Some people are lonely,
I guess, but
were you offended that Fred brought it up, or I forgot who brought it up? Honestly,
no. It wasn't necessarily. First of all, when it was brought up, it wasn't necessarily for me at first, and then it got turned around to me at a meeting, and I wasn't. I was like, no, I don't want that at all. I barely want to talk to people I know. I don't really talk to people I don't know at all. So I don't know why I would want to pay someone to do that.
So you won't be renting a friend anytime soon?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just checking.
Not unless it's the hot chick.
A female friend.
And it's a friends with benefit. And it's a hot friends with, it's a rent a friends with benefits.
I see.
Then maybe I'll listen.
All
but
right.
Even that's might be a little expensive.
Alex in San Antonio, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Alex.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right. I just want to make a comment. I don't think Howard likes Jimmy that much. I think it's more of like a political thing they got going on, like how they both kind of go against Jay Leno. I don't think that I don't know. I don't feel the chemistry between them. I just want to know what you guys think.
So if Jay Leno's going to go away next year, and Jimmy Fallon comes on, do you think that Howard and Jimmy's friendship will fade because there's no Leno to hate anymore?
No. I think Howard just likes to stay tight with him, just so that they can go it's like his way of like having a foot in like the late night community. You know what I mean? That's like he propped him up. At like for example, like Howard and Ralph have like a true friendship because Howard has him come over, wash his clothes, like puke in the clothes or whatever. That's like a true friendship. Whereas
I don't necessarily know that's a true friendship.
Well, I mean, they're like, they go through downs and ups, and it's not like based on like politics. Whereas,
well, okay, in that case, do you think Ronnie and Howard have a true friendship?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Howard loves Ronnie. I mean, as much as he complains about how much he doesn't like his shows around the country. Yeah, I think he enjoys them overall.
All right.
Like
I think he might be a little off on that one. I think I don't think they're true friends.
You talking about Howard and Ronnie or Howard and Jimmy Kimmel?
No, Howard and Ronnie.
You don't think they're true friends?
I think they're it's boss and employee
who've gotten close over a number of years.
But not a friendship.
Yeah, and Alex, I think you're off there. I think Howard and Jimmy are very good friends, as a matter of fact. I think, Jimmy idolized Howard. He said so, but over the years, they've become very close, to the point where Howard said, kidding, Jimmy and Molly are our only friends. I mean, Gary, he's got more friends than that, right?
Totally. He's got tons more friends than that. But they're very good friends.
Now, how excited was Molly to meet JD, Gary?
I didn't know till later. I know she was very excited to meet Richard and Sal, but she seemed very excited to meet JD. I just knew that Jimmy said she was happy to be here, so I said, Molly, you want me to take you on the tour? And she's like, yes, that'd be great.
And we said Jimmy's at his wedding weight, which everybody gets down to. And when that happened at the restaurant, is he embarrassed by that? Does he just have fun with it? Having to wear the jacket and then the picture's now showing up someplace, or is that just the price of doing business?
It's the price of doing business. Have you ever had to wear the house jacket at a restaurant?
I
have.
And
it's sort of humiliating in its own funny way, but you can make a joke out of it. What's the restaurant? I don't even think they're open anymore. The one that's at the top of Rockefeller Center, the famous one.
Top of the Rock?
No, the Rainbow Room. Mary and I went to the Rainbow Room, and they made me wear the idiot jacket, I call it. And they have them in all different sizes, by the way.
Just for many idiots.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I must say I don't frequent a lot of restaurants that require jackets.
In fact, I talked about this on the air. I remember now. I talked about the jacket Nazi at the Rainbow Room because I put the jacket on and then I sat at my chair and I took it off. And they started hovering around me, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and they made me go back to my chair to get my jacket to go to the bathroom.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Lord. Does Howard have any interest in being in that wedding party at all?
I think he's being disingenuous. I think he would like to be there if everything could be handled and done, and he just had to, be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he wants to be involved in any of the, like, if you were in Jimmy's wedding party, what does that mean? Do you have to do the bachelor party? Does Howard have to go get fitted for a tuxedo so everybody matches? That shit he doesn't want to do.
Well, I wonder how many wedding parties Howard's actually been in.
Well, I was in one with him. We were both in Ross's wedding party.
And? How'd that go?
It was really easy.
How involved was he in all the best man stuff?
It wasn't a very involved thing at all. We all, I don't even remember if did we get tuxedos or did we just all wore black suits and we walked somebody down the aisle? It wasn't like, it was fun, but it wasn't like a lot of work.
Where do you think Jimmy and Howard's relationship is now in terms of how close they are?
I think they're very, very close. Very close. I mean, they go on vacation together. They talk a lot. I think they're very close.
And Jimmy works with Molly now. Do things change when they get married? I know they're.
It shouldn't, because they've been doing it for so long. It shouldn't change. But I understand what Molly is. Molly made a really interesting point about if she changes her name to Molly Kimmel, it sends a message out to people, and people sort of start treating you a different way.
Yeah. Do you see that, JD?
Sure. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not married, so I don't know. I don't view people differently like that.
I thought it was interesting because when Howard talked about getting married to Beth, I mean, he loved Beth, but he talked about one of the things that was going on was he didn't like the way people treated her as if she was just his girlfriend as opposed to his wife.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
While Jimmy was in there, they took a break, and then JJ came in, and it's one of those unique things. That's something that you won't see very often on a talk show, where the last guest hangs, but the last guest is a talk show host himself, and then JJ comes in there, who Jimmy happens to be very good friends with, and it created a cool sort of dynamic between the three of them until Jimmy had to leave.
It was strange watching it because usually the guests both focus on Howard, but JJ didn't know where to focus because he's used to being interviewed by both of them.
Do you think JJ's a genius? Is that a fair classification?
I don't know. Genius is like I think he's very, very good at what he does. I think he's probably one of the top guys at what he does in through time. I mean, his movies are historical, but I'd like to reserve genius for people who cure AIDS. Those are geniuses.
Kubrick's a genius.
Kubrick's a genius?
Yes.
But Kubrick is a great director. He's not a genius.
He's a genius. Sorry.
I side with JD on this.
I like
one.
J.J. Abrams, but Kubrick's a genius. Sorry.
Hitchcock, genius? Come on.
Possibly. He's out there.
I don't know.
He's out there.
I thought it was pretty interesting that JJ admitted that he hasn't seen all the episodes of Fringe, which he created. Right. And yes, he does have, I think, 2 shows coming out now in the next season.
You would know more than me.
And he's directing Star Trek and he's directing Star Wars, and which is incredible. But he doesn't do it all. I mean, he it's under his umbrella, but he's not behind the camera or writing the script.
Did you see the clip that was kicking around this weekend of William Shatner talking about him?
Yes.
Did you agree with him? He was saying that JJ is being piggish by hoarding all the good movies. That's so stupid.
Mr. Shatner may have. No, he's being ridiculous.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
He's still angry about having a Star Trek movie out without him in it.
Is Ray Charles a genius, by the way? You know, the genius of Ray Charles.
Now you're hung up on genius. So who would you classify as a genius? Because no one's cured
Einstein
AIDS
is
yet.
a genius.
Okay.
Oppenheimer was a genius. You know, those are geniuses.
Who's the guy who did polio?
Jonas Salk was a genius.
Anyone in entertainment? Would you say? Do you think Howard is a genius?
I think Howard is amazing at what he does, but I think of genius.
I say Howard's a genius.
I think genius is for maybe this is my closed-mindedness, but I think genius is reserved for science and math, and I don't know. I mean, if there is a genius in this business, then Howard is certainly it.
I think anyone who can take a medium and transform it into something completely different that you've never seen before, that's a genius, whether it's radio, whether it's chemistry, whether it's sports, whatever it might be.
So who's a sports genius? How would you become a genius in sports?
Yeah.
Like even Jackie Robinson did something amazing. He's not a genius.
He's not a genius.
I guess Abner Doubleday would be a genius to creating the game.
Well,
not the game we know today.
Come on, I had to come up with something.
What's up, guys? It's Teddy. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Sal the stockbroker stopped by and once again talked about the Long Island medium and his love for her and his newest obsession, something called the splooge contest, where he'd like to see how fast the male staff members could ejaculate or something like that. Anyway, it got pretty weird. Check it out.
Scott Salem taking a bow before ZZ Top even started to play. And this is one of those things, if you're a fan of the show, you know if Scott the Engineer is saying thank you and taking a bow before something happens, something will definitely go wrong. And sure enough, Howard tries to start talking to the band, and the mics, weren't working well, and they fixed it, of course. But Scott has never learned that lesson. Like, don't take the bow, or don't even take the bow. It's like when you score a touchdown in football. You hand the football over. Act like you've been there before. But Scott was glowing because he had worked. He came in on a Sunday, on Mother's Day, Sal. He came in on Mother's Day. Wow. To work with the band to make sure everything sounded right. And when they played, it did sound good. But you knew, and my point, Sal, before you walked in was, whenever you go in there and you take credit for something before it even started, you know it's going to backfire in your face.
He was shining like the sun. He was just gloating in it. He was loving it. And then all of a sudden, catastrophe.
It was nice seeing giddy Scott the Engineer, though. It's very rare when you get it, but when he's all happy, and it's just as funny as when he's miserable. Ralph pulls the excuse me move, where whenever they're traveling together and Ralph says excuse me, a crazy request is gonna happen. Now, do you wish you were in that position, Sal, with Howard? You had a relationship kind of like that with him?
No, not anymore. I mean, just for the few minutes that I spend on the air, he just chops me down to bits, and like today I went in, I think Greg was saying, he goes, here he is, he's praising you, good work, good job.
You did a great job with the Roosevelt stuff.
Thanks, and big thanks to Michael. One of our interns actually came up with the concept, and then we met together, we put the questions together. Thank you, Michael. And then I walk in, I open my mouth, and after 15 seconds, I walk out with my tail between my legs.
Well, you pitched splooge, which you had pitched in the writers' meeting before.
Right.
But I wonder, when you go in, do you feel like the deck is stacked against you already? Like you have to, like you're climbing uphill and you're trying to convince Howard of something?
Yeah, you can't fight City Hall and you can't fight the Howard Stern Show. That's just how it is. When Howard makes up his mind, there's no budging. That's it. That's just the way it goes. You'll never hear Howard say, good point. I do like this. Once Howard's mind is made up, there's no changing it. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I am like really pushing this Teresa Caputo. I think this could be the one element ever in the history of the show where he might say, you know what, Sal's got a point here.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
I am. I mean, I have to let it go.
You said you were going to let it go 2 weeks ago.
I know I have to let it go, but I don't want to let it go. So maybe right now, by me talking about it, I'm not letting it go, but I need to let it go.
That's exactly what you're doing. And when you were in with Howard, you brought it up, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Howard clearly doesn't believe in psychics.
And neither do I. And I think she's an exception to the bullshit, to the malarkey out there.
So then you believe in her.
Her. Only her. I don't believe in, it's like saying you only believe in one God. But you may not believe in these other things, other entities out there.
I don't understand.
Like there are people, like let's say the Greeks, they believe in like Zeus and the Ice Princess and all that other garbage. That's their belief.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it may be out there, it may not be, but I only believe the true highest being is God himself. Okay?
Yeah.
With Teresa Caputo, everyone around her, all these charlatans that come out and claim that they're psychics, really aren't. I think she's an exception. I think that she's the real deal. She's the only one. I don't believe in psychics. I won't walk down the street and go up to a fortune teller and sit there with a crystal ball. I won't do that. I don't believe in it.
But you're contradicting yourself. If she's a psychic, that means you believe in it. You may believe she's the only one who can do it, but you believe in mediums in that case.
In her case, I do believe that she has a special and an extraordinary gift. And she was on Dr. Oz. They did a brain scan, and they proved with a neurologist that studies brains that her brain does, in fact, change completely when she's in a meditative state doing these readings. How do you explain that, John? Now we're combining science with the phenomena.
I think when anybody thinks in a certain state, your brain waves are going to change, Sal. Not because you're a psychic.
But these change substantially. It went to a different phase. It went to a subconscious phase where it's literally impossible to be in that state when you're awake.
All right. So let's accept what you're saying.
Now, I know I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but I have to believe that Dr. Oz is. And with Dr. Oz doing this and conducting these tests, it leads me to believe that I may be onto something.
Why? Because he's a doctor?
No, I don't know. Based on these are professionals in the field,
mm-hmm.
and they've concluded that something indeed is happening that is not normal.
Let's say all that's true, and I'm skeptical, but let's say all that's true.
And I am.
But you're not, because you clearly believe that she has a gift. Therefore, you're not skeptical. You're skeptical of everybody else. You're skeptical of Sylvia Brown, who Howard played today, and all the others. But with Teresa, you're clearly not skeptical. You've been convinced.
With her, yes. I'm not skeptical anymore with Teresa.
Therefore, I say you believe in psychics.
Not all of them, just one. I mean, why do you keep going there? I don't believe in all of them. I don't, like I said,
now you're saying all of them. That's different.
Before
you were saying you don't believe in it, period.
I don't know what she is. I don't know if I would classify her as a psychic. I know she's a medium, and she has a unique way of speaking to the dead. But, so you might classify it as psychic abilities. I don't think that's the case. I think she just has an extraordinary gift where she could talk to the dead. With her, just her. That's it. She is just unique in what she does, and I think if Howard saw what she did, she could change his mind. Maybe, maybe not. He said no, so be it. I have to live with it. I'm good with that, but she's pretty amazing.
So you're saying when someone believes in God, it may not be the same God that you believe in, but they believe in God.
No, because, like, let's say, for example, if you go to the Middle East, they call God Allah. You go to Asia, they call God Buddha. It's all the same God. But there are people who believe in, like, different forms of God. Like I said, like I think it's the Greeks, I'm not sure, but they have all of these different. And then in Africa, like the what are they called, those people? Like the tribes. They might believe there's a God for fire, there's a God for ice, there's a God for food, all that stuff. Okay, so yes, they believe in God, but they believe in numerous amounts of God. To me, I don't think any of that's true. I think there's only one God. That's the same thing with Teresa, and as far as her mediumship is concerned. There's the Sylvia Browns of the world. There's other people out there like James Van Praagh. But to me, the real deal is just exclusively Teresa. I don't believe in all that other horseshit.
Brian in Albany, welcome to the Wrap-Up Show.
Yeah. John, let me ask you a question. You're a bright guy.
Mm-hmm.
What floor are you on right now in your building?
We're on the 36th floor.
Okay. When you're talking to Sal, how do you not run for the window and just jump?
I find Sal endlessly entertaining, and I respect how passionate he is in his beliefs. I may not agree with them, but I certainly respect what he believes and how he sticks to his story. And he's been talking about this for a long period of time. He continues to try to convince Howard, even though Howard has told him not to speak about it anymore. And I just wanted to point out to him that if he says he believes in one medium or psychic, that means he believes that it exists. And
right.
I think we've come to that conclusion together, right, Sal?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Okay, one last thing. I think you have he should go on Dr. Oz. I think Sal's a great writer. I think he's entertaining. But I've never in my life heard someone provide in an argument repeated sets of contradictions.
the idea that we have Howard's not going to change his mind about anything, so here's a chance for me to change his mind.
Right.
Well, I don't believe in psychics, but this is a psychic I believe in. I mean, this is just, he is possibly the most entertaining person. And I diagnose people. I think Sal, first of all, has Asperger's, and I think that's what makes him brilliant.
Oh, thank you. But I just think I have an inability to just express myself. I don't know. That's what it is.
I think it's brilliant.
I think that all the parts are there. It's a tough time putting them together. You know, it's like I'm like a puzzle missing a piece or two, like the ones you would buy at a garage sale, and you're almost there. And people get the point to a certain degree, and sometimes it's just difficult for me to paint the big picture.
Well, Brian said that you contradicted yourself, and sometimes you do. As you're going, do you realize that you're doing that, or you have to reflect back and be like, wait a minute?
Sometimes I do. I mean, you break it down, but I don't know. It's in my head. It's just hard getting it out.
All right.
And when I do get it out, sometimes it takes a while.
But not splooge. You're confident that you can beat anybody in that.
I'm pretty good with that. Yeah. And I thought that would be pretty fun. You know, would you play it?
No.
We'd line up a bunch of guys like you, me, Richard,
I just
JD.
said I wouldn't play it.
It doesn't matter. Hey, listen, if you're a team player,
all right. You line up guys. Go ahead,
and we all toss one off, and the first guy who splooges wins.
And you think you can get off in 30 seconds looking
Not
at
30.
Looking at Tan Mom?
I could get off on Tan Mom. Absolutely, I could do it.
Why are you proud of how quickly you can do it?
I'm just fascinated. But like,
isn't the goal to last a little bit longer?
A few weeks ago, I went into the bathroom and it happened so fast. I was like, "Wow, is this normal?" I thought that was pretty interesting.
How fast?
It was probably 90 seconds.
And what was your stimulation?
I was watching some porn on my iPad at the time, and it was an outdoor scene in Germany. They were on a beach. And it was old women and young women, which I like the element of that. And the guy was like banging he put her legs behind her head and he started fucking her with a champagne bottle. and then it popped out and it went all down her face, and it was crazy.
Did you time it with the champagne bottle, or you're not that good?
No. But the thing is this. When I got up to finish myself off, I finished in 90 seconds, but maybe I'm not counting the 20 minutes of stimulation beforehand. But I think I could just walk right in. I think I could beat anybody in the game of splooge. I think if we all were lined up and we all unzipped and we all went for it, I think I'd be the first guy to shoot a load.
I think you're an odds-on favorite.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about Richard Christie and the new way he found to drink beer, through his ass. He came down and talked about it. He was bright red and somewhat ripped. And Richard, well, he's very proud of himself, as you'll see.
Welcome to the wrap-up show. I'm John Hine, soon to be joined by Gary Delabate, but we do have special guest co-host Rob Corddry here.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Rob. Well done. During the news, Richard Christie decided to show everyone how he can ingest beer, not through his mouth, not through his ear, but through his anus. Richard, how are you feeling?
I'm buzzed.
I could tell you've got that little bit drunk look.
I got my drunk smile on, yeah.
Will you be drinking beer this way in the future?
If it's for the show, I'll do it.
Now,
yeah.
Why was JD...
not in a bar. I don't think I'm allowed to go in a bar and do it.
I wouldn't put it past you. But why was JD pouring it in your ass? I expected your buddy over there to be there.
Well, JD's the one that come and got me and told me to go in, and he says, "Is there a beer around here?" So he was looking for. I knew he was looking for a beer somewhere. So I told Sal, I'm like, I'm all buzzed. I wish Sal would have done this with me, so we'd both be buzzed together.
Where were you? Were you still upset about the psychic?
I was. Ganji grabbed me in the hallway and he was talking about pizza places. And then all of a sudden I see Richard just run in and JD followed him with a beer, and that was that.
Now,
But I got to see the whole thing. It was great.
Now, would you have stuck the bottle in Richard's ass?
Yeah, I think it was a good idea to have JD do it. I definitely would have ended up butt fucking Richard with a beer bottle.
Dude, I had no idea.
There's no doubt about it.
Like, I mean, obviously I've seen ass sex in porn movies, but your asshole's huge. Like, when you started opening it, like, you could have dropped an entire bottle.
The amazing thing was that Richard's asshole literally puckered up like a pair of lips and sucked the beer down.
Well, he was controlling it. He's like Will the Farter.
Everybody keeps congratulating me, too, like I have some special talent. All I did was my asshole opened up and closed.
His asshole's like that thing in Return of Jedi or
Rob Corddry, were you impressed?
Yeah. I was I was impressed mostly by everybody else's reaction to it. I was in the green room watching on a monitor, and Gary and Shuli were in there. And they were smiling like, yeah, all right, great radio. And I was like trying not to fucking throw up in the green room. Like, wow, you never really know. You never really understand, I guess, until you see it.
I thought Will.
Like
it sounded like Will was going to lose it. For
that was
a little bit
that
there.
was my favorite part. I loved that he was like grossing out because I did poop earlier and it probably didn't smell the greatest.
Tell me you wiped after you.
I wiped good. That's probably why my butthole's a little big because when I wipe, I kind of put the toilet paper up inside there.
What do you put the whole roll up there?
No, maybe a finger with the toilet paper wrapped around it or something.
You know, to give a visual, JD was standing up and Price standing as far back from Richard as he could when he poured. Gary was standing up, but Will was on his hands and knees. I mean, he was as close to Richard's ass as Richard was.
Well, Will was holding his ankles. It was like a ring.
But that's why I was in a very vulnerable position. So I love Sal, but it would have been easy for Sal to shove a bottleneck right in my butthole. So I'm glad JD was gentle with me.
Everyone was also commenting on how wide your asshole was. Have you done something like this before?
No.
No.
And I would say
I know
if
you
I've
would.
tried.
That's why I'm asking.
The only other thing close to this is one time Benji put a straw in my butthole and blew air in it to see what would happen.
Just one weekend we were hanging out.
No, it was on the show.
And how did that feel as compared to getting the beard poured?
The beer was the best.
Hey, were you guys surprised that Howard was cool with it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was surprised.
It happened so fast, I don't think he had time to even react.
I know. In fact, I think it was happening so fast, Howard didn't want to slow it down. I said, wait, I'll put down plastic. And Howard was like, no, just do it, because I think even he might go back.
Yeah, no, it's good. It happened perfectly.
It's such a. It sounds silly, but it was the visual is like it's like there's some beauty to it. It's so
thanks.
Yeah, it's like watching like a volcano or a waterfall.
After that first drink, I was like, wow, I can actually suck this beer up in my butthole, and I was excited.
I had a whole different take on it.
You didn't see the beauty?
No, my take was that I'm going to all these great lengths to make the guests comfortable and happy when they're here, and we're putting out breakfast, and we're trying to make it a more pleasant experience. And Rob and his publicist are in the green room, and it's up on the screen, and I see Rob's publicist taking out her iPhone to take a picture of it because no one will believe this ever happened.
No, absolutely
We
not.
should make like Richard like a fountain in the green room.
That would be a great picture for the hallway, and we could give it to our guests on the way out.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
This is the studio where Richard got a beer poured.
I just love not only how proud everyone on the show is of Richard, but Richard is like glowing right now, and it's not from the drink.
He's buzzed, yeah.
I don't think it's
really buzzed.
Yeah,
but the question has become, and a lot of people said this, you or Sal have not been in the studio in ages to do something like that. What preempted this?
I'm always up for something like this. It's just, it just kind of happens organically. You can't force something like this. And it happened, they had a news story about a woman pouring beer in her ear. And I think it was Howard's suggestion to put it in my butt, but I was like, yeah, I want to do it. I love this kind of stuff.
I remember reading Playboy like in 1977 when I was in high school, and they used to have those weird news stories. And they had a news story about a guy that the police pulled over, was definitely fucked up, but they gave him the breathalyzer and he passed it, and then he finally admitted that he had taken a third of a quart vodka enema. And it made me think of you, Richard.
I guess, wow, that's crazy. So you could pass a breathalyzer by putting it in your butthole.
I guess it checks does it check your breath, not your blood?
I don't know. This is back in the 70s. I don't know how.
We got to find out.
Let's dig deeper. Speaking of which, Sal, how are you feeling? Because I know you went to
great.
but this morning
after what Richard did.
No, this morning
Did you feel left out?
This morning,
no, not for that one.
This morning you sort of went to a place that I know you didn't want to go to with your grandmother and the whole psychic rap.
Well, it's pretty much what I said. If my grandma, look, if you're in a bathroom, you have a closed door. If you're going to a certain place that's secretive, nobody knows your business. But, the big eye in the sky is obviously heaven. Your dead ones can see everything. So a situation like that, if I ever go to a psychic medium, I don't want my grandmother to come forward and say certain
But do you already believe?
Wait,
but you already believe she's seen it?
Hold on a second. Because you said something, and I thought this was interesting today too. Originally, you said you don't want your grandmother to know things about you, but I thought you don't want your grandmother to tell us things about you that she already knows.
Exactly.
But that's not what you said this morning.
Well, I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it properly, I should say. Like, I don't want... Listen, I would hate to go to a medium and she says, well, I see a foreskin, I see M&Ms, I see him kissing a taint.
Richard's tongue.
Exactly. You know,
but those are all things that you've done on the air.
But my grandmother's gone.
So you don't want to be confronted with the reality of her seeing it.
Yeah. Plus, like, I also try to shelter like my children from a lot of things on this show, and like there's the show, and then there's the real me off the air, so to speak. Well, what I try to contain from what I've done, but I don't want to go to a medium and all of a sudden she's like, you know, what's this situation here where I see clothespins all over your nutsack. I don't want my grandmother coming forward and saying things like that.
But
plus, I'm embarrassed.
Why would your grandmother come forward and say that? It's already been on the TV show.
She's dead.
But
she can't. She can't unless it's a medium.
Isn't she already seeing it? Or you think when the medium talks to her, then she can see it?
I don't want my grandmother to come forward and say that she's seen it. B, I don't want the medium knowing certain things. It's embarrassing.
So you're worried that the medium, when the medium channeled your grandmother, they would both be able to see what you're talking about.
When a medium usually talks to somebody, it's like, your son says, I love you, he passed away. With me, it's going to be like chocolate sauce and testicles.
But you don't want the medium to talk about what's been on television already. It's not like it's a secret.
Right, but... if I go to a medium, it's going to be a serious. It's like going to your doctor. It's like
it's not.
To me, it's like a serious thing. You're sitting down, you're doing this thing. My grandmother coming forward, I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed and humiliated by what my grandmother might say. I might feel like I upset my grandmother, and B, it's a little embarrassing to see to have the medium speak about it. That's my fear. Right. Would it happen? I don't know.
You really believe that there's an eye in the sky, that all our dead relatives could see every single thing that we do?
I really believe they're around us, yes. I believe in that case, yeah.
If you believe that, where do you think you're going to be when you pass away?
I have no idea.
You going upstairs or you going downstairs?
I hope so. I think that heaven is broke down in all different levels as like a stage of purgatory, depending on everything that you've done on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
What you've done on this earth will determine where you go afterwards. So, and I think it works in different levels. I think if you're a good person, you'll elevate yourself. I think it works in levels as far as elevation is concerned. That's how I look at it.
Now, if you die, when you die, which you will at some point, and you go to say the place where your grandmother is, how will you explain it to her then when you see her up there?
It'll be different.
You're okay with her seeing it, you just don't want her to talk about it.
If I see her in person, technically you don't bring up things that would make you uncomfortable, but I think if she had to transcend messages to me, she perhaps would use my balls.
She's probably watching Oprah up there, not Howard TV, though. She might not even know what you're doing.
You know, I'm never saying... Look, before I was married and stuff with the massage parlors and stuff, I would hate for my grandmother to say, hey, I see you here, blah, 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 you know, what's going on? What are you doing? I don't want stuff like that to come out.
Do you think your grandma saw the booths?
I really... Sometimes when I leave, I think about that.
What if you get up to heaven and your grandmother goes, my favorite game show is Splooge?
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked a lot about collecting. JD collects baseball cards and spoons and Pez dispensers. Ronnie collects die-cast cars. And then Ronnie came in and tried to explain what he meant when he said that Howie Mandel looked cute. Is what happened.
Before we get to Jimmy's wedding and Howie Mandel, we want to talk about JD a little bit, who revealed not only his baseball card collection, but his Pez dispenser collection.
And a spoon collection.
The spoon one is the worst.
I got to tell you, we have the little intercom, When he said spoons, DePace hits the button. He goes, "I was with him at baseball cards, but I don't fucking get spoons."
JD's the first person I've ever heard of who collects spoons.
You know who collects spoons is like women in Ohio.
That's right.
You know,
very much so.
Hey, what's wrong with Ohio?
Do you collect spoons?
No.
Do you collect
Stephanie's from Ohio. She doesn't collect spoons.
Do you collect anything? Or you
She's
collect?
also
my
28.
NASCAR shit. No, she's 30, dude.
NASCAR. Sorry, I insulted her.
What, your NASCAR stuff? You're a collector?
Yeah.
Do you have NASCAR like cards?
No cards. Cars.
What's the most? Of,
bumpers.
like when you collect
Stupid
NASCAR stuff?
ass.
What is it you have a lot of?
Diecast cars.
And how many would you say you have?
About 150.
Can you describe a die-cast car for those who don't know what that is?
Hot Wheels.
It's a Matchbox.
No, it's not a fucking Matchbox.
Is it bigger?
It's 120, either 124th scale or 118th scale.
I swear to God.
I mean, they do have Matchbox size.
Right.
All right. But
Are they all like in position and stuff? They're racing against each other?
No, idiot. They're in a,
Come on.
They're in a fucking. You've seen. They've shown it on Howard
What makes
TV.
one of them valuable?
Depends. I mean, like Dale Earnhardt shit's worth money because he's dead.
When did you start collecting die-cast cars?
When QVC started that shit back in the 90s.
And did you get them because you thought
Late 80s, actually.
You thought they would be a good investment, or were you just into the cars? You think
Into
they're
the
kind of
cars.
cool?
Into the cars.
What was the first one you bought?
Let's see. Darrell Waltrip's car.
Did the doors open and stuff? Open and close?
No, the doors don't open anyway, idiot. You ever see a NASCAR? The doors don't open.
Oh, sorry.
So you don't, moron. You get in through the window.
So
But the
remember,
wheels
you
spin.
covered me driving one of the cars. You don't remember
So
anything?
you don't pretend to race them. or
Senile
anything.
old bitch.
You don't pretend to race them or anything. You just
No,
put
I
them
don't.
up.
They're in a display case.
Well, do you ever change the order based on the success of the drivers?
No.
And you have 150 of them, you said?
Probably close to it. Yeah.
So, all right, so you can identify with JD's collecting and what he's doing.
Do you go like
Not
brum, 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 make noises and stuff? Come on.
Listen, it's better than golf. I gotta say.
I don't think so.
Golf. Come on, man. That's not a sport.
You're a baseball card collector, right?
I'd rather
baseball
go
cards,
bowling than.
I've got, a few thousand cards probably.
What do you do with them now?
They sit in a closet.
Somebody gave me a set from like I don't know, like a 1988 Fleer set in a box. I don't think I've ever opened the box. Like it's sitting in my attic, and my wife goes, "Why don't you throw these away?" And I'm not a baseball card collector at all.
88 could be McGuire.
So the reason why I never threw them away is because maybe they're from like it might be from the 90s because I think Jackson was born. I was like, I'll save them for him when he grows up because I didn't want any part of them.
I was a big card collector, and I was pretty organized too, but JD's organization blows mine away. I mean, a guy gets traded and you put him on a different...
No. He keeps him, but then when the guy gets traded, his new card goes to the new team. It's not that weird if you're going to buy into it.
Well, I mean, I sorted mine by a year, like, whatever the set was, and that was the team.
I did
and
mine
the
by
next
player.
year you do...
Because I was a big Mike Schmidt guy, so I had all my Mike Schmidts together. But and then once you start looking up their values and stuff, you get a thumb through a book forever, and then you get a number that you can't get anyway, and it's just sort of a big waste of time.
Well, the bottom has fallen out of that. That market
Yeah.
was big for like a minute, and it's done now.
Well, did you do it for the money, or did you do it because you love baseball?
The idea that these cards, like a Ricky Henderson card, was worth $100, that turns you on, and so you try to trade other people to get Ricky Henderson.
So you did it for the money?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you saying, Ronnie?
Wow, how cool.
That's
what turns you on, man. That's great.
Speaking of cool, people were wondering about Howie Mandel's explanation of you calling him cute.
Okay, his outfit was cute.
Do you don't find that an odd description
No.
of a guy's outfit? You're going to say
he meant to say adorable.
Yeah, well, that too. I mean, forget about it.
What made it so cute and adorable?
You know what? I don't even remember the outfit now. I mean, I have to go back and look at the shows, actually, to see what it was. I think it might have been the one where he's actually 2 weeks ago, maybe he was wearing like a plaid flannel shirt, something like that. And but he wears.
You found it cute.
He wears his clothes like real short, like almost they don't fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Like they're almost like kid sizes.
So he buys his stuff like a size too small? That's
I mean, it looks that way sometimes. Even like that shirt he was wearing today. You don't think that shirt looked a little too small on him?
I don't know what he wore.
We're not critiquing his fashion like you are.
I swear to God, I don't know what he wore today. I think he was all in black. I thought he was wearing a jacket actually.
No,
today.
he wasn't. He was wearing a black shirt.
Okay.
He took the jacket off before he went into the studio.
I didn't notice him looking fat in tight clothing.
I didn't say fat.
We said it was too tight.
Not fat. I said no, it's small, like short. The shirt is like short.
And you picked up on his belt. I mean, what are you doing? Who looks at guys' clothing?
I look at everything.
Who watches
when people,
Gossip Girl?
Dude, I look at everything when people walk in. That's my fucking job to see what they got under their shirts.
Howie
in their
Mandel,
pockets.
you're looking at him.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
It reminded me a lot of when Sal used to critique Howard. You remember that, like what he was wearing, and what that kind of thing.
Yeah,
No, that's what it sounded like.
I'm stalking him, right?
I'm not saying you're stalking him, but I wonder because the clothes are too small. Is that what you find cute about it?
Yeah. Well, this particular outfit, he looked cute. Okay.
I've never said that.
He came. You know, he doesn't remember when he walked out of the dressing room and goes, "How do I look?" I go, "You look cute."
You ever thought a guy
No.
looked? Yeah, okay.
No, I mean it's not a word that
You
comes to
never
mind.
thought of a fucking guy. No,
By the way, talking about Howie today, Howie had a very Sal Governale moment. I thought.
Oh, with the elephant?
Yes, when Howard talked about his wife, you get the elephant for his wife, and Howard goes, "And you didn't get her anything else?" And he goes, "No." And he goes, Howard goes, "Do you know how wrong that is?" And he goes, "Well, I know that now. I've learned my lesson."
Yeah, and that was the guy last May when we were in Vegas for the Vegas week.
Mm-hmm.
Yelled at me because I didn't send Stephanie flowers on her birthday because I was in Vegas.
Should sent her an elephant.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that elephant? Oh, and but you got to figure his wife sort of knows that's
Right.
who Howie is and what he does.
That's a long way to go for a joke, though.
It wasn't a joke. The best part of the story is that I think Howie thought that the thing that makes the story interesting is that he really thought it would be fun, but he hadn't thought the whole thing through. So 4 hours later, when the elephant's ripping up, the irrigation system, that's the funny part of the story.
Did Richard Christie actually come when Howie did the gizmo
He made a
voice?
noise like he did.
Now
I was cutting the shots of his face, the giddy smile that he had on when he was making that voice. It was unbelievable.
And Richard was asking for this gizmo thing, was he not, Gary?
Yes, he brought it up in the meeting, and he brought it up to me again this morning. And Howie seemed shocked that in this day and age, someone could actually see that movie in a theater.
Yeah. Yeah. And I liked how Howie explained doing the same voice for a couple different characters. And then he rolled off that St. Elsewhere line, and it was
that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he had that great of a memory.
But that helium joke was very funny too.
Yeah, yeah. And then he had to make that fateful decision: Mel B, or Heidi. Which one? Ronnie Echo. I'm throwing that at you.
Heidi.
No brainer.
No brainer.
Why? What about Heidi?
She's an animal in bed. I guarantee it.
What makes you say that?
Just the feeling.
Well, you said that about Lisa G.
Well, she is an animal in bed.
How do you know?
I'm telling you.
So you're comparing Lisa G
No,
to Heidi Klum?
I'm not comparing Lisa G to Heidi Klum. You asked me a question.
All right,
I answered it.
Could you tell me which type of an animal each of them is?
Let's see. Heidi would be probably like a panther.
And Lisa?
Lisa would be more laid back, like
a log?
An iguana.
A sedated iguana.
An iguana.
It is an animal.
Andrew on Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Big fan. I wanted to say I was watching AGT when the guy came out doing the salsa, and I just thought it was awesome seeing all the Sternfield guys, especially Ronnie, dancing on the stage, or with Howard doing the conga, running around the audience. I just got a big kick out of that. It's great to see Howard on AGT.
Yeah, if you didn't see this AGT episode that he's referring to, everybody was getting up and dancing, and Ronnie, you were getting into it up there.
Well, I got dragged. I was standing minding my own business. And actually, Heidi was the one who dragged me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you and Heidi like pals?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've hung with Heidi. And
Like if Heidi was here today, I would go, "Do you know this guy?" She'd go, "That's Ronnie."
Yeah, she would know.
When did you hang with Heidi?
One night in San Antonio, we were all hanging out. We went to dinner, and we were all sitting outside by the Riverwalk, drinking and hanging out. It was her and her boyfriend, and Howie, and his guy Rich, and a whole bunch of people. We were just out there till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Did you have that mustache then?
No, I
Batman?
didn't. No, I didn't. No. Why does that bother you so much? Why is my mustache
ridiculous?
So does your head.
That's all right.
You know.
All right.
Can't do anything about that.
With that, Jem, Al, we'll go to break.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about golf, my favorite game. Howard made some claim on the air that he hit a ball 300 yards. Not accurate. So I went in there to talk about that, and then I laid a $10,000 bet down.
Scott DePace now back for the second consecutive day on the wrap-up show.
Ouch.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Happy to see you. Howard says that he'll get an affidavit signed by Jimmy Kimmel and this golf pro that ball went over 300 yards.
It doesn't matter. That was not 300 yards. It's not. It might be 200, maybe. But if not, it still was fine. I mean, he shouldn't be embarrassed by it. His swing was fine. I mean,
why is it getting under?
Taking a step when you swing isn't necessarily normal.
Okay,
But
no one's saying it's a textbook swing, but why is it getting under the golfer's skin from the show here?
it's not. It's
Really?
not under my skin. No. I was happy to hear that he actually tried it and liked it.
Well, Will's all fired up about it. I know Rob Martin's fired up about it, and people think,
Well, because I think people think that they're feeding Howard like a kiss-ass line, like, hey, you're great, and they're not being accurate because it's obviously not 300 yards.
What I said at the beginning of this show was he hit the ball. Whoever was there told him it was 300 yards.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know any better. He's not a golfer.
Right. I don't blame Howard, but he should take our opinion as well as everyone else's that was not 300 yards.
Mike in Florida, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey, about the golf swing. It reminds me of the episode of The Munsters where Herman went golfing and hit the ball into the next town. Kind of like that, no?
Well, you should throw that by Howard because he's a big Munsters fan. I do know that. But I know what you're saying. You took a swing, you hit it, and it went really far. And it doesn't mean the next one's going to go as far. So,
But he said you're talking about Howard's,
yeah.
He said he hit at least 10 of them 300 yards. That's what he said to me this morning. No, he said to me, he goes, I whiffed on some. He goes, some I hit and nicked and they dribbled off. He goes, but 5 to 10, I hit at least 300 yards.
But don't you think he was $10,000 that says he cannot hit a ball 300 yards unless it's on a concrete surface or something like that?
What do you mean on a concrete surface?
Because
if he cheats.
Oh, right.
So, on a range, there is no way he is hitting at 300
You're
yards.
throwing down $10,000.
Sure. $10,000.
Okay. $10,000.
To his $1. All I want is $1. That's the bet.
Well, why don't you take the 10?
Oh, because that's ridiculous.
Well, you
Why?
gotta take
Fine.
yours.
Fine. All right. 10,000 to 10,000. But I'd be happy with $1. It's fine.
Wow, that means you really believe in the bet.
I know for a fact. Gary, it is so hard to hit at 300 yards.
God, I hope Howard can hit it 300 yards.
Keegan Bradley can hit it 300 yards, but I know I can on a range.
How great would it be, Gary, if we went to a range and Howard just jacks one that goes 300 yards?
I'm sitting here, I'm laughing because in my head I'm thinking about when we were back at K-Rock, Stuttering John challenged
Tom
Chisano
to the
to
golf.
one hole, and he beat him, and he ran around the course like a fucking idiot, going, with his club and dancing into a car.
And the look on Tom's face was priceless. He was just like,
But
oh
I was
my
thinking,
God.
like, if Howard hit it, you saw $10,000 fall out of your pocket, you would just die.
I would be amazed, and the golf game wouldn't mean as much to me because I would be like, this is ridiculous.
You mean you would question playing golf if Howard could do that?
I mean, yeah, it would just throw everything off.
Would you stop playing?
No, I wouldn't stop playing. But it would certainly, I'd be like, what the hell? Now I've got to rethink the whole swing because whatever he's doing is working.
Mark, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, Mark.
No, I was listening to your conversation about him hitting the ball 300 yards. I mean, that does sound a little outrageous to be able to hit it 10 times, 300 yards, one right after the other. I mean, I play golf. I hit a far ball. I mean, but it's difficult to hit it 300 yards, especially 10 times.
And Mark, he did not say one right after the other. He said he had some whiffs and he had some dribblers and he had some ones that went 100 yards, but he said that he hit 5 to 10 balls within that grouping.
See, I'm judging my opinion off of the one that I saw. And if it's anything like that, there's no way it's going 300 yards.
What did they use to measure that? Because did it say 300 yards where he hit it?
He said he kept talking about the yellow flag. I think Howard thinks like every flag is the same.
Which, Mark, you know from driving ranges, there is not a driving range that has a 300-yard pin.
275, 250 is the most.
Yeah.
Look, as I said before, Mark, somebody there told him that the yellow flag meant 300 yards.
I had a thought, and I'm feeling guilty for this thought, but I'm wondering if he called Jimmy, and Jimmy said the pro would vouch for it. I hope this isn't some elaborate practical joke that Jimmy's playing on Howard.
I was saying that yesterday, that Jimmy may be messing with Howard here.
Right.
But now it's reached the point where if Jimmy is messing with Howard, I'd highly recommend that he comes clean, because Howard's, rolling with it. And now Scott DePace has put $10,000 of his own money on the line, saying that Howard can't drive a ball 300 yards. So it's going to be interesting.
And before Howard says he won't take it, we'll give it to North Shore Animal League.
But you'll take it if you win.
The $1. Yeah.
Scott covering all his bases. Eric in Ohio, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. Here's the thing, guys. I'm an avid golfer. Driving ranges normally won't even have a 300-yard stick or a 300-yard sign, and DePace can vouch for that.
That's right.
All the news has to do is call the driving range and ask them.
Will's
what
on it. Will said he was going to do that.
We should probably do that. That's an interesting thing.
Will's on it. Will already has the number. He's going to call it.
But why did that happen? Did you?
It was his
him?
idea. Will just said, "I'm calling there today," because there's no way that
Will's fired up over this.
I understand.
I understand it too.
Because Will's like one of those shorter hitters. He hits a ball maybe 230 at the best, and
230 short.
Really, yeah.
Like what do you drive on a regular basis?
245,
Right.
not tons more, but it's definitely a club or two more than his, and so that really offends him.
It would be interesting, Gary, if a few of us just went to the driving range and hit just to see where everything was.
I went to the driving range last summer. I got a set of clubs that my son got, and so and they're really, it's like fairly new compared to like when I used to go to the range, and I started hitting them. I was surprised at how far I could drive the ball, not because I was so good, because the head of the club now is the size of a fucking head of lettuce. When I was younger, I mean, if you can get anywhere near the sweet spot, you can whack it pretty far.
That's what it's all about.
But it's not about. I can't tell you that I was hitting them straight, but I was hitting them pretty far.
John, you're probably horrible, aren't you?
Oh, at a driving range? No, I can hit the ball pretty far. I've hit it over 300 yards 10 times.
Bullshit.
That was a callback, but no, I go out on the range and hit with you guys. I think I can hold my own.
You looked
there.
horrible at the baseball thing.
Baseball's a completely different thing.
All right.
And why? Because I threw a bad pitch.
Threw a bad pitch. You looked bad in the cage.
I forgot about the cage. Oh, I did not have a good day there. Will Murray, Scott DePace says you're following up on the driving range and you're all fired up over this. Is
well,
that
no,
okay?
the thing that offended me is when he says he drives the ball so much further than me, which is not true. No, you don't.
You know I do.
No, you don't.
Brandano, you've been
on case. There are occasions, and probably
80% of the time.
Yeah, but there are times when I outdrive you and you don't significantly outdrive me.
I can't be perfect every time.
But don't say I can't hit the ball. I hit the ball.
You're
fine.
a shorter hitter. You would admit
slightly. Yeah, and you have, 70 pounds on me.
Whatever. I'm just,
I have a question for you. You're the self-proclaimed father of the year.
I knew this.
He's our Kim Jong-un, by the way.
I knew.
He's bowled 7 300 games, had 20 holes in ones, and is better than us at everything.
Yeah.
It's not that, eh? I'm very competitive.
He comes in today. He comes up to me. He goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, I'll strike you out any day of the week. Let's just do it.
Was
I'm
that
like, all right, let's do it.
Was that unsolicited, by the way?
Yes, of course it was.
Well, no, it had to do with we were at golf, and then we went. John claims to be this great baseball guy.
I did not say a word about that. Be honest.
When he walked in this morning, what precipitated you saying, I'll strike you out any time?
No, it was during a commercial break. We were talking golf with this thing, and then I think I started talking about my kids' baseball, and I said, I've been pitching a lot of batting practice. I bet you I can strike you out. So, yeah, it was my bet, but I believe it.
Where, because you're striking out all those 10-year-olds?
No, but I did find out that in batting practice, if you're on Scott's team and you get a hold of a few, he throws in a few curves to make sure the kids miss it to keep them,
Teach a lesson.
I got to keep them humble.
But I asked him if he brushes any of them back.
So what did you think I was going to ask you, by the way? I wasn't going to bring up the baseball thing. You said when I said Father of the Year, you thought I was going to.
Oh. Well, no, you guys have this opinion of me that, Gary's the same guy that I am. He's very confident and is always claiming to be better than I am at things.
What?
And you claim everything.
No, I don't claim to be better than you at everything. Like, what are the things I think I'm better than you at?
Cultured.
No, that's your opinion.
No,
that's your shortcomings about how you feel about yourself.
No, you always think I'm some hick from Delaware. And
I've never said,
True.
Scott, I am more cultured than you. You are a bit of a hick from Delaware.
You have said that on the air, in fact.
And Fred does a hillbilly voice of yours, yet you never bring up his name because you're scared of him.
And then whatever happens in our meetings where people want to pit us against each other, you're always, right there.
Well, like what?
I'm not. Should I start spelling out some of the ideas people have had?
Yeah, you can throw me one. I think one of them was
a sperm test.
No. You
the dog,
said
the dog.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, the dog trainer.
Hold
thing?
on, the sperm test. You said it, not me.
It wasn't my idea, but I said, yeah, I'll take my sperm against your sperm.
Somebody came in a radio meeting. Somebody
shoot
said,
it on each other.
Somebody said we should have a contest to see whose sperm has more testosterone. Now, I don't say a word. I'm not even sure it's a funny idea. And Scott goes, I know mine is more than Gary's.
I went to a doctor.
So how is that? But wait a second. You just said that I'm always saying that I'm greater, and I hadn't said a word yet.
All right.
Then it was a whole joke about whose dog is smarter. Now I very jokingly said, I know my dog's smarter than your dog because I know it pisses him off.
Then we were going to put our kids up in an IQ test.
And I said that that's probably not fair because my kids are older than your kids.
I said, I'm confident my kid will beat your son.
But how is that me saying that I know I'll win? Every story we just told is you saying that you're better.
I can't rattle them off right now, but
you're rattling them off fine.
You always think so.
Okay, so anyway, getting back to your self-proclaimed father of the year, what do you think makes a good dad? Like what goes into it?
Love for your kids, and the ability to bond with them and spend time with them, and what do you think it is? I don't know.
There's a lot of elements.
Yeah, I think those are a couple. I think spending time. I think sacrificing some of your stuff for what they want to do.
That's a key. That's a key. Sacrificing things that you want to do for things that they want to do, or sacrificing things or doing things that aren't necessarily fun for you, but are good or fun for them.
I scheduled a practice for this Friday in the heat. I have a practice on Saturday in the heat. I don't want to do either of those
coaching.
Things.
What's non-baseball related activities
that I do with them?
Yeah.
Or not Scott fun. How about what are things that you do for them that are just not fun for you?
Well, watching kids' movies.
Like which ones?
Playing my kid hockey video game.
Please.
You like playing video games.
Yeah, that is kind of fun.
Is there anything...
Somebody beats me, it pisses me off.
So is there anything that you do that you really don't want to do, but you do it because it's your kids?
Well, yeah, like going to the pool. I hate going to the pool, and I'll go under protest. But I go.
But see, that's
like
the pool
most of the times, but I'll go a couple of times
under protest
if it's really hot and he wants to take a dip.
What do you do?
Oh, God, please! Don't even have this conversation.
He's got 2 daughters. Everything's unfun.
I'm out of it. I win.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about JD struggling with his dating. We also learned from Sal that Angie and Steve Brandano might be gay. And Bob Saget stopped by. You never know what you're going to see on the wrap-up show. Check it out.
Look who's stopping by. You never know who's going to drop by.
Yo.
JD, can you give me a second for Mr. Bob Saget?
Hey, thanks, man. How you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm here. I'm a promo ho for my thing, my special. That's what I'm talking about. Comes out on Amazon and DVD right now, on iTunes and all that shit.
The last time I saw you, I think, was at your birthday party that Mr. Stamos threw for you.
That's true, with that margarita machine.
And you were wearing Minnie's head, and he was wearing Mickey's head.
You know, anything that involves head, he wants to be part of. And the mouse. We're not even allowed to have those heads.
I'm well aware. He's told me.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
So what you guys talking about with chicks and stuff?
We're talking about JD, who works for us, right? He's always trying to get chicks, but I don't even know. How would you explain it?
Well, JD and Ganji as well, they can't get out of the friend zone. They're trapped in the friend zone.
And you can't get laid if you're in that zone.
And when they try to come out and just say, hey, like JD just told a girl, you know what, I'm not going to hang out with you if we're not going to fuck, she blew him off.
Well, I don't blame her because that's the ultimatum. It's already over.
So there's got to be a middle ground somewhere, and that's what they're working, and that's what they're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
What's your advice, Bob?
I would say, consensual sex. You have to kind of be romantic at the start. You can't try to be friends first. You can kind of be friends for a little bit, but you'll just be a bitch boy at that point.
But he does a lot of his stuff online now because he's a little bit...
So you're masturbating.
Well, he does that with chicks on Skype.
Will you masturbate with chicks on Skype?
Man, I don't.
Are you
need to
sure
be
they?
talking
I mean, is
this
it like
fucking
chat roulette?
sex.
Are you sure that they're chicks?
Yes.
So you're not accidentally doing one like
JD, or do you have any fear, by the way?
Of course.
That one day somebody's going to drop your file of you jerking off?
Yes.
Wait,
yeah,
do you
that's crazy?
Wait, does Bob Saget do chat roulette? Is it possible I'll be a chat roulette and all of a sudden you'll be jerking off on it?
No, that's the worst thing in the world, too. I went over to a friend's house when chat roulette came out, and he went, "Hey, look at this, man." And I stuck my head in, and there was a guy jerking off. I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here. I'm not sticking my face in chat roulette." I just put the side of my dick in it and left it there.
One of the problems that these guys are having is they're saying, like, in this day and age now, like this girl called up the show today, and she talked about how JD tried to fuck her at the bar, and just,
And he had to hear that?
Yes.
No. So you're kind of humiliated a little bit.
Oh, it's not good to hear. No.
But you should try to start anew and not do that philosophy. You should just meet a girl and get out of your head on it. And just, if you're attracted to her, try to just be a person,
I try.
But are you with anybody now? Or are you dating?
I am single.
So
I'm 5 months single, but I would,
would you worry about when you're out in LA and you go on a date, like is TMZ following you around and saying,
well, I'm not even going on dates. I'm trying to avoid the problem you're having. I don't even know how to date. I'll meet somebody through somebody, or I'll meet someone and go, "Hey, that'd be a cool person. Maybe she'd be interested or something." But it's hard to go on a date. What do you talk about, salads? And it's like, "Hey, want to see Despicable Me afterward?" That's like your dick goes inside your body and out your ass. There's no sex to be had.
The other fear they have, Bob, is that they're just using. The women are using them to get on the show, like to call up the show and say, "Hey, I went out with JD," and it's a way to get closer to Howard versus actually being into them.
Right, and that's a sycophantal problem. So maybe you need to quit the show.
But have you ever dealt with anybody? Have you ever dealt with somebody and you're like, "Hey, this is going well," and then you find out that they're way too into Full House in like a strange fucking way?
I'm so old now. It's just really fucked up. It's like saying, "Let me get you. I'll pick you up from junior high tomorrow. That'll be fun." I love your show. Well, that's that joke. My joke is I grew up watching you. Good, and I got to go down watching me. So I don't want. Yeah, I wouldn't want some. I like somebody now that would say, "Hey, my niece watches," or my kid who's much younger than
Right.
My 28-year-old really likes you. I got to go. Sorry. I'm 70. I'm a big fan of Full House. Want to fuck?
So what about the referral system? Like, do people ever try and set you up outside of the world of the show?
Not really, no.
See, I get the impression his referral system is when he goes out and does live shows. In other words, JD and the gang are going to be out doing a live show.
Yeah.
Here's where we're going to be. And that you just can try to pluck from the crowd, or you tell your Facebook friends, "Hey, I'm going to, in the area, come and meet me."
Something like that, yeah.
Right, so that's sort of your referral system.
Yeah.
But does this, talking about this on this show right now, doesn't exactly help your cause,
No,
does
it doesn't. Not at all.
It's blowing your B game.
It's just blowing everything.
Yeah, but what is your, are you trying to get laid or are you trying to get a relationship?
It's
both.
It's more the first because I'm very I've never really been someone's boyfriend, and I don't know how good I would be at that. So
what about the Korean chick in fifth?
What? That was fifth grade.
JD, can we talk about the weird conversation we had during the break with Howard? We had this very odd conversation where Howard goes, "Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't sleep with somebody that you don't really care about because it sends off a bad message."
Oh.
And I said, JD could care less about her feelings.
No,
he just doesn't want to get caught. You don't give a shit. You want to get laid.
I do. If I like someone, if I genuinely like a person, I don't want to piss them off or anything.
But do you have to like anybody you sleep with? Everybody you sleep with?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, why would I want to sleep with someone I don't like?
You're missing the point.
I'm not
you sound
fucking
like you want to get laid, don't
Right.
you? Maybe you need to just get a woman, which could mean maybe someone that you maybe wouldn't want to introduce to your mom kind of woman. Maybe
Well,
just
no,
of course you
those
don't.
all
a
the time.
dirtier girl.
I see those all the time.
Of course you like somebody that you want to have sex with. You have to like them to some degree. But I mean,
Yeah.
you don't.
No, I don't
Are there
wanna
many
be-
girls that you have sex with that you care about past that first moment?
I don't want to make anyone unhappy. I like making people happy. I don't want to make them mad or sad or anything.
But the other thing you've been accused of is that sometimes your standards are a little too high. Like you're looking for the perfect combination, and that doesn't exist. So you're going to have to
listen. That's untrue. It is. I don't know what else to tell you. I like what I like. I don't know. There's no specifics on hair or
bald chicks are cool.
But
like
I think one of the things that you're not willing to put in the work, and sometimes you meet somebody and you don't like them, and then you go out with them a couple of times and you get to know them a little better, and they become prettier to you in your mind. You like them. You don't seem to want to put in that work.
That's just that. It depends on who it is.
How many? Hold on, I'm sorry, Bob. When was the last time you've had more than 3 dates in a row with a woman, the same woman?
More than 3 dates?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while.
But
because I don't really go out on dates because that would require someone here in New York, and there's.
By the way, that's the most absurd thing. He can't find a girl in New York.
No. I'm not saying I can't find. Listen, I'm sure if I was more social, I could socialize better. I might be able to do it, but I have hardly any social skills, terrible social skills. So, I just sit at home and don't do anything.
Don't you have any friends that you can go out with and
No.
talk to?
He doesn't go out. He doesn't like parties. He doesn't like bars.
So you're not a guy that says I want an 8. I don't want to date. That kind of bad guy talk where you want a prettier woman than or a more enthusiastic woman than you think you're qualified for.
No, I don't. I just like who I like. I don't know.
Hey, just a lot of them to be 8s and 9s.
Did Full House ever
stop.
put out
Gary,
commemorative spoons or anything like that?
What do you want?
No, he's a spoon collector.
I was a
Is that
spoon.
true?
I was when I was below 10 years old. All right. Okay.
I just walked into this, but it's all making sense to me. Now, where do I donate?
Thank you.
Ronnie, you seem to be the leader of these two over there, Ganji and JD.
Here's what's wrong. I know what's wrong with JD. I know what's happening with him.
Hold on 1 second, Bob. This is Howard's limo driver. I just want to so you understand how
We've
works.
met.
We have. Nice to see you.
How are you, man? How's it
good.
going?
I'm getting laid a lot more than him.
That's good.
And I'm not getting laid at all.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing better.
No, but he gets laid, dude. I'm telling, because I've been there and I've seen what he's laid.
Not physically.
It's some pretty good stuff.
Oh, so this is just for talk?
No, it's
no. The thing is, like you guys were talking about him getting into a relationship. Now the problem with what happens with him with girls, he gets involved with a girl. He thinks he's in love, not in love with her, but he really likes her. And then, like down the line, about 3 or 4 dates down the line, after he sees her, she tells him, "Well, I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you, but I have a boyfriend, or I have a husband that you don't know about," something like that. And that's what happens.
Well, that's a buzzkill.
He gets hurt.
Well, I dealt with something last year that was something like that. So,
but if people keep having boyfriends,
I'm a man.
Do you think it's always true?
No, but she didn't have a boyfriend.
I got that
at
one.
the time.
I got that one.
Just
But I'm saying,
forget it.
isn't it sometimes if you keep hearing that over again, doesn't it sometimes just a way out, an excuse for somebody to say, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," excluding that person?
But I mean, I don't know how that doesn't help me.
This process doesn't help you either. Probably
nothing is.
What would help you is to have it not look for it, and then that's how it'll come to you. That's kind of what
He's
happens.
been not looking for about 15 years now.
Ronnie,
Well, then, maybe in about another 15, it'll not come to you.
How does he get out of that trap that you're saying?
He's got to find the right girl. I mean, he's got to find a girl that doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, or somebody hidden in a closet.
What does Ganji have to do?
Ganji, he's a lost cause already. Forget about it.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why is Ganji? Because Ganji's certainly more social than JD.
Yeah, but Ganji's more social because he wants to be their best friend. He doesn't want to get laid.
No, I do.
He wants
but
to
I
get laid.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He doesn't get laid. That's the whole thing.
Bob had a good point. I don't turn it romantic right away, and that's
you go friend too long. That's the problem.
What Bob said. Yeah,
But you also ought to be a masculine guy and keep your balls about you, even though at home they go away because we all get vulnerable. You don't walk around the house, with spurs on. I don't know.
We actually all do.
Have you considered just kidnapping a woman?
I don't understand because Ganji, first of all, super likable, has pictures from he used to be very, very good looking, and he wants to get married. He's actually like a catch. He has a good job.
I'm
He's
still
very
thrown
likable.
that he used to be good looking.
Yeah,
You gotta see old pictures of him.
Yeah, but Benji, he could have got married twice, and he let them go away. He let it go.
Well, that was maybe at that time he didn't want to, but now he really wants to get married.
It's always too late when he realizes it's too late. It's too late. The girl's gone, and she found somebody else already. That's what happens with him.
Yeah, but I'm working on the current now. That's
who is the current?
Yeah, who is?
There isn't one.
No,
Yeah, what do you-
there isn't one. That's the thing.
I saw you took a picture with the Twinkie. I mean, is there anybody in your life?
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah,
He puts pictures up of food. There's no girls.
There's definitely girls like I meet and I like. Yeah, sure.
So
absolutely.
you get their number.
But I haven't.
I
do.
Text, do you guys text? Do you text a girl?
No,
Girls
no.
like texting some girls.
No, No, I don't. I don't like. I don't know. I just don't make the move. I don't know what it is.
Did you not get married? Because why did you not get married both of those times? I know both of the girls.
Both. I would say the first one just wasn't right. It wasn't right timing. Second time, I didn't know if I wanted to get married. So
Can I say something?
I think that was why.
I think Angie's gay.
Really?
Dude,
no,
I mean, that's serious.
Why? Why do you
I
think
talked about this in the meeting as
did.
well.
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah, I'm convinced you're gay.
Why? I don't understand.
Just the way you carry yourself. Right now,
Dude, I'm fat and out of shape. That's usually sign number one.
Sal, you can't speak generally. You got to give him specifics so he knows what you're talking about.
He's always with his mom. He's with these women that he's strung along for a long time.
Wait, is his mom hot?
I haven't seen her, Bob. But he's had these hot women before that he almost got married to, but he didn't. He always
But I
caves
dated
in.
for 10 and
no,
like 10.
You did it. It's called a beard. You did it to appease your family.
Sal, do you think he's aware of it, or is he
no?
like
And then when it
repressed?
came down to it, for him to finally close the deal, he backed out. Why? Because he's gay.
Well, that's
he
fear
made
of commitment. That doesn't necessarily.
No.
of
And
like-
then he's dated hot chicks, and he can't get it together with them. And he's always online, and he's talking about just food and stuff and these mundane things. There's never anything sexual about you. Nothing. There's
What kind of food do you talk about? Hot dogs, bananas, carrots, things like that?
Look at him. He talks about everything.
Pizza mostly.
The whole
Nice.
fucking buffet at the mall he talks about.
Hey, Sal, hold on a second. I understand that you think a lot of guys on the staff.
I
other
think
guys-
he's gay.
Who else do you think is gay?
Sorry, Steve Brandano.
Okay.
But
why?
For the opposite reasons.
Is there any way you can fill out a report for all this?
I think.
But why do you think Steve is gay?
I think Gange a closet homosexual. He just can't come to grips with the fact that he likes dick over pussy.
Hey, I'll tell you something. A closet homosexual is probably a good idea because there's clothes in there, so you could change a lot.
But wait, Sal, are you saying that Ganji acts on homosexuality and is keeping it from us, or he hasn't even acted on it yet?
I don't think he's acted on it yet.
Okay. What about
But I
Brad?
think subconsciously.
I can tell you pretty much
But
I've
does
never
he?
acted on it.
Do you think he has any conscious desire? Like, does he see us and like?
I
God,
think
I gotta fuck
I think
him.
when Ganji masturbates at home, he thinks of men. That's the only way you could do it, personally, privately.
Guys, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but I actually have to leave.
All right. Well, tell us what
I
you tell us
love
about your
that
special.
actually thinks of what.
Tell us about your
This is
special.
the greatest thing I've ever walked into in my life, Gary. Thank you for
I'm
bringing
glad
me.
to have you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry you got caught up in
No,
the
it was really
relationship
funny.
zone.
You guys kind of made my day. I don't know how I'm going to nap now. I've got bad imagery in my head. I hope you all find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
A lot of dudes.
But I would be remiss not to go back to Sal's theories on why Ganji and Steve Brandano are gay. And I should point out that Sal is wearing a bright purple shirt. He's tan and wearing makeup.
And he's
accusing.
like balls in his life.
Well,
before.
that makes me an expert, John.
It
doesn't
does.
it?
So go ahead.
There
So
you go.
I would like
if
to know-
anybody knows about gayness, it's a guy who licked Richard Christie's taint.
Okay.
It would be me.
All right.
I'm not gay, but I know gay acts
All
when
right,
I
so
see
let's
them.
let's
Thank you
move
for
on.
stating your qualifications.
I got
Well,
the
Steve Brandano, I'll tell you why he's gay.
Okay.
First of all, he's really prim and proper. He's just super well groomed. I think he
Like
blows,
you.
Well, he blows me out of the water.
He doesn't though.
No,
Because he doesn't wear makeup.
Well, it doesn't matter. Look, his shirts are always perfect, impeccable. His hair, there's never a hair out of place.
So you were
And
literally
hold on,
describing you.
Are you
okay? But I know about this stuff. But I'm saying, hold on. He's another one. Had a hot chick, let it go, gave up drinking. Very manly thing. Very manly. Drinking. Gave it up completely.
Do you know why?
Yes, because I think when he got drunk, he had gay tendencies.
No, do you know why? he
When
gave
you
up
get
drinking?
drunk, Gary,
Oh,
what do
my
you
God.
do? You get horny for pussy. When I get drunk, I'd fuck you, Gary. I think about
That's
people.
gay.
No, I'm making a point that when guys get drunk, they get horny. When women get drunk, they're generally easier to bang because they're horny for the cock. I think when Steve got drunk, and I could be wrong, he was thinking about dick a lot. He
Okay.
gave it up. How do you get those thoughts out of your head? You give it up.
Are you aware
And
of the
thirdly-
medical reason why Steve stopped drinking? There's a medical reason.
Diabetes, schmiabetes. I know plenty of people with it. John is the size of Grimace from McDonald's. Doesn't stop him from eating all those goddamn cheeseburgers, and he has diabetes. It's not going to stop Steve.
Third reason.
Great analogy, by the way.
Third reason, he's a pecker. And that's not an insult. The way he speaks, bah, 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 like almost like my wife. When Steve is adamant about something, he has like that wife thing, like, The black geese should be here. You don't understand why. Blah, blah, blah. It sounds like my wife when I didn't take out the garbage. He has that inflection and that delivery that reminds me of a nagging woman. So his personality with that, the fact that he is dresses impeccably, that a hair's not out of place, gave up drinking to give up gay tendencies when he's drunk, leads me to believe that he's gay. And with all that said, I think it's wonderful. I think he's a wonderful person, and I hope him and
Sal.
Ganji come out of the closet.
Okay, Sal.
I love them both.
After hearing you
This is tough love.
and analyzing your tough love and your critique, your reasons for Ganji being gay are completely different than your reasons for Steve
Tomatoes,
being gay.
tomatoes, John.
Your gaydar is fucking broken.
No, I'm on both sides of the spectrum, Gary. I got it figured out on both sides. I got the, like there's two types of lesbians. There's the smoking hot one, and there's the butchy ones.
Which type are these guys?
Ganji is like the sweet, lovable muffin, like the one you cuddle with. That he's easygoing. He's the and Steve is more like the wife. Ganji's like the beaten husband. Okay, honey, you got it. And Steve Brandown's like, no, you do that now. We go to the movies now. We're going to see Black Keys tonight. That's how it is.
Sal, there's a lot of you coming out in this critique.
Not one.
Really?
All right, I dress nice. I try to look good. I use some cosmetics. I'll admit it. I take care of my hair. I might be metrosexual, but I'm not gay. If I was gay, I'd tell you. If I said to you, John, I don't mind sucking dick, I'd tell you. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, let's not talk about those car rides home, Sal.
Sal, have you...
What, the kid
Sal,
in the trunk?
I know you're into chicks, the way you talk about it and stuff.
I love women.
I swear on my life, I've always thought you might have some sort of weird gay streak in you.
If I had it,
I know.
I'd be happy to
have you
share it.
ever thought about that?
No. I really haven't. Not gayness. It just doesn't turn me on.
That pause gave you away, my friend.
Well, I'm thinking about things like when we were younger, like messing around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like when a guy jerks another guy off. Shit that happens to all of us.
I
right?
slept over a friend's house one time and he dropped his pants. He showed me his penis, and I dropped my pants and showed him mine, and that was it. But
how old were you?
16.
So did I.
I don't know why. I slept over his house, and he just says, "What do you think?" I go, "Not bad." I go, "What do you think of mine?" And that's where it ended.
You may be onto something here, Benji.
I've always thought, like with your
It was
love
just a weird
for Howard, like
circumstance.
you're really looking for a man's love.
No, I'm not looking. I have a man's love. Richard Christie's a man. He loves me dearly. I love him.
You mean like a father love me daddy?
I don't know
kind of thing?
exactly what it is, and obviously
not
nothing
sexually.
wrong with it. And I know you're into chicks in a way too, but then also you have that whole.
No, I'm not sexually romantic. I just don't see it. No, it just doesn't appeal to me. It's just not my thing.
How far have you gone with a guy?
That's
Was that
it.
the
Just dropping
farthest?
my pants, and I analyzed the penis once with a guy. It was just.
I gotta go
Wait,
back.
what do you
to
mean
the-
analyze penis?
You didn't think at 16 that two guys standing in a room with their pants down, looking at each other's penises, was odd?
It was so fast it hit me afterwards. Like what exactly happened? Like when I went to lay down. Like,
Another lesson he learned after the fact.
It was just one of those weird things. Like that guy, by the way, ended up being gay.
No shit, really?
What is this penis analysis? What are you talking about?
I don't know. We were in the bedroom. We're getting changed to go to bed.
This is the same guy, or is this a
Same
different
guy.
Okay.
Drops his pants. He goes, "What do you think of my penis?" I go, "Not bad." I felt like obligated to do.
You're lucky he didn't drop to his knees and blow you.
Were you just being nice, or was it really not
and
bad?
I felt awkward. I felt like okay, I have to return the favor, and I did it too.
What do you think of yours?
He said, "I don't know. I think he just nodded his head, and we left it at that." I don't know.
I think if you were uncircumcised, you'd be gay right now.